You are now tuned in
to Respect the DJs podcast.
Welcome to Respect the DJ podcast. I'm your host, DJ Junebug, alongside DJ Khaled.
Let's go.
Today, we have legends in the building.
Yes.
They don't need no intros.
I don't know about that.
Nah, don't stop it. Y'all legends to a lot of people out here. You're too humble.
Fellow ball heads now.
Richard Ray became the most established DJs in Orlando back in the 90s.
Respect.
Absolutely.
Well respected by your favorite DJs. Let's give a round of applause for Richard Ray, a.k.a. Twice as Nice, a.k.a. the Babalu Bad Boys.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Very
Appreciate
humble.
you, man.
Very humbling, man. Thank you so much, guys.
No, thank you for what you did for us.
For the invite.
For Orlando, absolutely.
For Orlando, you did a lot for Orlando, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did. It was a lot, man. We grew up here doing our thing, and we just we love to give back and give to the people and party with people. And that's just what it was all about.
Yeah, back in the days, I think you heard this on the radio, right? That's what you heard back in the days. Late 80s, early 90s.
The thunderstorm.
With 102 Jamz. Twice as Nice in the mix show, just cooling out. Ain't got nothing else to do but just do the mix. 102 Jamz.
Yeah, man.
Thunderstorm.
Oh my God, we were crazy.
Yeah, we're crazy. Yeah, open a lot of doors,
You
man.
think anybody would do that on a radio station now? Hell no, they wouldn't do that.
Nah, that was fun, man.
Got nothing else to do.
They had the only reason we came up with that name was because they had the Quiet Storm,
Right.
and so we were like number slow songs.
Right.
So the PD, the program director, shout out to Duff Lindsay, who hired us.
Cedric Hollywood, the music
Cedric
director.
True said, and they said we need to do the opposite of the Quiet Storm. So we said the Thunderstorm. Then.
There you go.
That's
Now
how
I
that
was
name
born.
came out.
And now what year was that?
And then that was in what 88,
89.
88, 89, somewhere in that area. And then
Damn, sounds like a long time when you
I
say it out
remember
loud.
1988. Anyways,
This was back when we had hair.
Right.
and then they said, "Yo, you guys, you mind bringing your turntables up to the radio station and doing a mix for
Yeah,
us?"
you had to drag our shit up there all the time.
Pretty cool.
That's when DJs were DJs.
Right.
Well, it started. Okay,
Yeah.
well, what happened? Okay,
What happened?
Turntables and milk crates.
first
Yeah.
the dinosaurs came, right? And then they died, and then
we came.
I'm just kidding. No, what happened was my brother and I were breakdancing in our high school and DJing. In
Shout
our
out Oak Ridge High School.
So who's a better breakdancer?
We both were good.
I was good on the floor, with the floor techniques,
Okay.
like the windmills and all that.
he was
And
the
Ray,
popping.
my brother Ray was better with the popping. By the way, I'm Richie Rich, Babalu.
Oh,
man.
yeah, and I'm DJ
Twice as
Ray.
nice, Rich and Ray.
So why is
So
it
what-
why is it not Ray and Rich?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah, it should
alphabetically
be.
it should be, but I was always the prettier one.
Well, you should already know. He's done like 90% of the talking, so you should already know.
No, what happened was I was born first. I'm 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Dougie
6
Fresh,
minutes.
yo.
Dougie Fresh, Sharon.
I'm 6 minutes older than him.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
All right, so going back to the breakdancing, what y'all know about this right here?
Show that camera.
That's not even fair.
Did you find it or did I send that to you?
No, we found it. Come on.
we did some digging.
Don't
We
even
gotta do our
zoom in on
homework.
that. Don't even zoom in on that.
No,
No,
let me
no,
tell
it's
you
going
something.
in. It's going in. It's
See
going
that
in.
picture? When you put that picture up, all right, you see that
that's
thing?
terrible.
I'm the one on the right.
What's with is that a fly swatter?
That is a fly swatter.
What was the point of that?
I'm
They went to
glad
Florida. They just went to Florida.
I'm glad that this is a long
No,
form.
no. He's right, bro. You're on the left. He's right. That's you on the left. You're not on the right.
Oh, so you were holding it?
Yeah, that was me.
Why were you holding it?
That's me. That's you.
Oh, okay. So
Can't even tell each other.
Look, he can't even tell his own damn
we
self
had
apart.
we had an English teacher.
Can they see this online?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
will, they
Yeah,
will.
they will, yeah.
All right, you gotta check this
As
out.
you're watching this
I got a
thing-
huge fly swatter.
We already said that.
You just moved to Florida, huh?
All right, we're at no. Believe it or not, that's in the yearbook for Oak Ridge High School. That
Wow.
photo is
Okay.
in the yearbook.
Yeah.
That was taken in the hallways of Oak Ridge. We had an English teacher, Mr. Tucker.
Okay.
That was his name.
All right, Mr. Tucker. I even remembered his name now. And he was always a real funny guy, and he hated that everybody always said, "Can I go to the bathroom?" Especially girls.
Right.
Can I go to the bathroom? And they take a hall pass. He got so upset with that one day, this guy got a sense of humor. He said, "You know what? He got a huge fly swatter with a crushed, mangled, messed up looking fake fly, as if you already hit the fly
Smacked it,
and it's
okay.
stuck on it.
Right.
And so whenever somebody said, "Oh, I need to go to the bathroom, man, hall pass," here's the hall pass. And it was this big thing. The fly had came off finally, but it was this thing, and the girls were like, "I'm not walking around with that." Well, this is your hall pass. No, forget it, I don't want to go. And it would keep people in the class.
Okay.
But my brother and me, we had no shame. We're like, "Yeah, we'll go.
We'll take the shit.
So we were in the hallways
I'll take that
with
fly
this
swatter.
fly swatter for a hall pass, and some yearbook guy had a phone. Hey, we gotta take a picture for the yearbook. All right, so we just struck a pose right there in the
With the fly
in the
swatter.
hallway with the
With
fly
the fly
swatter.
swatter.
So both of y'all got out with the whole pass at the same time?
Yeah,
How the fuck that
it's a twin thing, bro. It's a twin thing.
Twin thing.
So yeah, so that's what happened, and then that picture ended up being in the yearbook. And then if you look at the picture at the top, we signed.
Yeah, I
that
saw
was
that.
somebody else's
Yearbook. Right.
I think Denise.
That's it.
Think-
Oh,
remember
damn, you got a
Denise
good
Ayala?
memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we signed it, and then I don't know how that picture got online. Somehow it got online, and then that's it.
From Denise.
From Denise, yeah.
Oak Ridge,
Oh,
pioneers.
Rich Denise, where you at?
What's up? Not
I think
not my nephew, my Denise.
exactly.
Right.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
what
it's fun,
happened
man.
was my brother and I went from breakdancing, and then when the breakdancing started fading, 'cause
We were collecting music.
we were doing we were getting records from Miami, straight from New York, because we were born in New York, but we were raised in Florida.
Okay.
So there you go. We were born in Terrytown, to be exact, which is in Westchester County, next to Money Earning, Mount Vernon.
That's right.
Okay.
Next to
Redeemer Boys.
Yonkers, next to White
Yeah,
Plains,
whatever. Next to Sing Sing, the prison.
next to Sing Sing.
Whatever, man.
Anyway, so
We're
we
Floridians.
came down here when we was like 9 or 10, and we've been here ever since. We go back, whatever. But anyways, at that time at Oak Ridge in high school, we would go get records so we could breakdance to. So we get these hot records from Miami that come straight from New York. So we was ahead of everybody.
Shout out Car Jewel.
Yep. Shout out.
Car Jewel. Anybody watching this podcast in Miami, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Car
Car
Jewel
Gables.
Record Store.
Car Jewel,
and BPMs.
BPMs, Uncle Sam's.
Uncle
Sam's.
Yeah.
And we would come back with the records and dance to them. We'd dance in clubs right here downtown called Electric Avenue.
EA.
Anybody remember Electric Avenue?
Amelia.
If anybody
Amelia.
remember Pandemonium.
Yeah. Scats.
That's
Scats.
all.
all
You remember
the clubs.
JoJo?
JoJo.
JoJo's a breakdancer. He's still breakdancer to this day.
What crew is he part of?
I don't know what crew was he.
Because I remember my brother and I
He lived in Oak Ridge as well.
we were part of the New York Express, and then we used to battle HBO. We used to battle Untouchables, Electric Boogaloo, all these breakdancing groups, man.
That's
Forget it.
crazy.
Anyways, from breakdancing, it started fading, and we were figuring out what we could do.
Oh, by the way, as a side note, this is long form podcasting. When we say breakdancing, we don't mean just we were in the carport throwing down. We had contracts with Universal Studios. We were doing shows.
They just opened, yeah.
We were doing contracts with Disney World at doing shows,
Right.
TV
breakdancing
commercials,
shows.
the whole thing.
They had a huge break off at Lake Eola. I mean, we had crews come from all
Tampa.
over. From Tampa, from
yeah.
Miami, they came up.
Yeah.
We won that. It was like $1,000-something.
We came in
won.
first place,
First
yeah.
place. So I mean, we were all right. We were okay.
Little something,
That'd be
something.
Did our thing.
Yeah, he's not trying to brag. He's just trying to say
His first
I'm
place,
just- I got-
Miami, Tampa.
that we were awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Just
we're
saying, I got receipts. I got receipts.
When
That's what
breakdance
counts.
started to fade, we had a promoter that used to promote us, who followed us, who really actually kind of fucked us. Really, he stole our money,
Hey. Keep going.
and so what happened was one day my brother and I were just kind of sitting there, talking, and I would be singing like whatever, rock to the planet, rock. Don't stop. And my brother would go, when I hear music.
Oh, come on, man. You get real
And I'm like,
detailed here, bro.
look how we can. I'm like, dude, we could put these records together.
Okay.
Right? Because the guy was like, bring all your records to our house
That's
party.
how it started.
So we brought the records there.
We had a little group called The Fellas. And the reason why we called us The Fellas is because we didn't want to have some gang name, some kind of, hey,
Right,
yo,
right.
yo, yo.
Right.
We're just a bunch of fellas. We're just hanging out, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
And so,
And so one of us had, hey, believe it or not.
it's true. It's true.
And so one of the guys in our group it was his birthday, and they were like, yo, why don't you just bring your records and play some songs for the party? We're like, okay. And we stole our mom's stereo.
Yeah.
Yo, we caught it for that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember what a cassette tape looks like.
Yeah.
But back
there
when
they are, right there on the table.
cassette tapes, equalizers,
64 channels.
64, right? Exactly.
turntable, belt driven with the little
Yeah.
for the clicker and the.
And we
the
had
arm.
this little Radio Shack when there
That was
was a
your first-
Radio
Right,
Shack.
that was your first mixer,
First
wasn't it?
mixer, right?
Tandy, bro. Tandy products.
realistic.
Realistic.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
And we just, were playing music at the party.
Yeah.
And everybody was dancing, and we were having a good time. And my brother and me were just, we had inspiration from Grandmaster Flash.
Oh, he was the man.
But believe it or not, a lot of
The
people
man.
sleep on, and all my whole school heads, Houdini.
Yes.
Grandmaster D.
Grandmaster
He's still out
D.
there doing
If
things.
it's
out
all
there
right
doing
with
things.
you,
It's all right with me.
Yeah.
That guy was, dude, he was dope back in there. A lot of people sleeping on Grandmaster D, so that's a
Yeah,
nugget.
he's still out
He's
doing
still
stuff.
good.
He was,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
in, he was in Tampa not too long ago doing the show in Tampa.
Yeah.
And we were like, wait, man. So the record's playing, and we were like, I don't know which one of us it was. Maybe it was Rich, but one of us was like, wait a minute, rigger.
yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
Right, because
that
of the
was
belt drop.
awful.
Belts.
Because the belt drop.
It
yeah.
was awful, bro.
See,
awful.
he knows. He knows.
It was awful.
knows.
But everybody at the party was like, hey! And that's when it hit us. We were like, you know what? We should be doing this.
So we just started, trying to, really save our lunch money.
So what was your first turntables? What, were they Geminis or something like that?
They were
Or the Technique
whatever
belt
Radio
driven.
Shack offered.
Yeah,
Oh,
there were Radio
okay.
Shack stuff.
Yeah.
It was
Everything was
horrible.
Radio Shack.
Right.
And then, so what we did was we threw a party at a house
Okay.
and borrowed my friend's speakers. I mean, everything was borrowed because we had no money. We were like 16-year-old little
Right.
kids. And we threw the party. We charged like $1 at the door. I don't know what it was.
It was like a rent party?
Yeah, it was like some.
Yeah.
and
$1 to get in, $3 to get out.
Right.
We hold you hostage till you pay.
and then we took that money and bought, the actual, finally some Techniques.
Okay.
MK2s,
Which we
1200s.
still have those originals. In fact,
Absolutely.
my brother and I just refurbished them.
Yes, we did.
Nice.
And big shout out to DJ Nasty, actually. He's the one that gave me the recommendation for the guy to use. And
Okay.
he totally redid them. And we
Put
you
the
know,
LED lights, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to these.
Exactly.
Nice. And
got-
shout out to also DJ Tony Dominguez. He was the DJ
Oh,
at
yeah.
Electric Avenue
Okay.
who we used to stare at.
Tony D.
I'd go there to break dance, and after we cleaned up everybody in the club break
EA.
dancing, we would go to Electric Avenue DJ booth, and I'd be watching this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tony D.
And he'd be
was-
like,
Oh, he was pulling it back.
Oh yeah. Wanna be starting something. You got to be something.
Double
I said
B.
you wanna be. And back then, that's simple now, but back then we were like,
Oh, no. What the hell are you doing?
yeah.
stop.
Amazing. I was like, look at this, man. We could do this. We could do this.
Yeah.
And so we finally graduated to the Techniques, and we started mixing, and that was it, man. We learned ourselves. We just
Hashtag direct drive.
nobody taught us anything. We just studying Grandmaster Flash, watching Beat Street, Wild Style, watching
The hip hop movies.
Oh, here we go.
all of them, man. I could go through all of them.
And so we kind of made a silent agreement with the fellas that were like, look, you if we all chip in and get like we'll rent a ballroom from like
Yeah.
we did the Roadway Inn, La Quinta, on
Holiday
OBT.
Inn.
Still
We'd
there.
rent out like a Holiday Inn ballroom.
Right.
Charge like $5 to get in, get our graffiti artist friends to hustle up a flyer and pass it out in the high school, and from there the whole high school would go
Right.
to the party, to the ballroom, charge $5, take all that money, buy more equipment, more turntables. Now we graduated to passing out flyers in all the high schools. We're
Multiple
passing them out.
schools.
Colonial High School, West
So,
Orange.
speaking about flyers, was it something like this?
Oh,
exactly.
What year?
Party time,
There you go. Look,
88.
1988. Everybody out there in this podcast right now, what were you doing in 1988?
Oh, some party wasn't even born.
Yeah, exactly. Their parents just hooked up.
And I tell people all the time when I meet them, young
Dude,
kids.
we gotta get them the one with the Inspector Gadget one. Do you still have that one?
I think, yeah, I
Dude,
got it in my laptop.
we gotta hit this guy. I can't remember his name. The guy that did the flyers. Do you remember his name?
Graffiti artist, I forgot his name.
Oh my god, I gotta figure out
EOC?
who
Was
he
it
is.
EOC?
I don't know.
Eddie?
Maybe. He did this flyer with Inspector Gadget and his go-go arms.
Anyway,
out. Whatever. It was dope.
So we're throwing these parties. Now we're throwing out flyers not only in our high school, but in all the high schools.
Okay.
All right. So now we got about like 600 to 700 kids.
Wow.
Yo, it was
And
thick.
we're buying speakers. Now we got
Super thick.
four turntables.
Almost eight.
Two setups.
Yeah, two
Rich is
setups.
on one, I'm on the other. We're doing it at the same time.
And because of the breakdancing, my brother's getting up on my shoulders, putting his feet on the turntable.
Right, with
I'm
his
doing
hand.
crossfader.
Can y'all still do that?
Back flipping.
He's old now.
The only breakdancing we're doing is breaking bones.
Right.
Anyway.
His shoulders won't put up with that
So
anymore.
right at that point, we were actually going to quit DJing forever
Wow.
because a lot of people associate Orlando with Disney World,
Yeah,
right?
with
They
the
still
mouse.
do.
With the mouse,
But you guys know there were gangs up in here.
No,
Bro.
yeah, absolutely. Still are.
It was ridiculous back then. I don't know what it is now because I've been in Miami so long, my brother and I.
We got some tips.
But up here, it was really, really bad.
Yeah.
And there were shootouts at our parties,
Yeah, but then don't make it sound like it was something.
knife, shootouts, chains. I mean, gangs were fighting. Anyway, so we were going to quit because I'm like, if somebody dies at my party, I'm never going to forgive myself.
Okay.
So right at the moment we were going to stop DJing forever, never do it again.
Right.
It was our last party, and the last party was the biggest party. It was like 800 people. That promoter that I brought up earlier that stole from us walked in and said, hey, guys, I'm opening up a club downtown in Orlando. It used to be called the Beecham Theater.
He's still there, but different names.
Yeah.
It's been through a lot of names.
Now, when he was opening this place, it had boards on the sides.
Yeah, and it still had the
The movie
seat.
theater boards.
It was,
Still had the
yeah.
seats.
Okay.
They had the seats in there because it was a theater for plays.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
There was
come down.
nothing in it before,
Right.
other than the play thing.
He had to tear all the seats out just to make it a dance floor down there.
Okay.
And so he was in the process of doing it. He comes, let's do it. You guys, I'm opening this club, and we're going to call it City Jam, and I want you guys to DJ there and bring your crowd.
Yeah.
Now, my brother's first response, well, he didn't even know it yet. So I said, all right, man, all right, we'll see what's up. You got the same number? He's got the same number. I said, all right, we'll talk. So I left. Now, I didn't have a good taste in my mouth because of what he did. He robbed us.
Right.
But, and when I confronted my brother, I said, yo, Ray, Lowell,
Rich.
I don't want to say the guy's name.
Rich.
I almost said his name.
Rich.
This guy wants to do a club downtown. My brother, first, hell no. Fuck this motherfucker.
Okay. Right. Start going off. Yeah.
And I said, bro, this is business. Business is business.
Absolutely.
We're 17 years old,
Right.
but we need to recognize business is business. He stole from us, but now we can steal from him.
Right.
Whatever. And my brother finally came around. I came around, and we did it because now we don't have any liability. Somebody gets hit, something goes down.
Goes on him.
That's his problem, not mine. I
Right.
DJ, get my money, I go.
Right.
Just like him.
Liability was definitely in our minds at the
Yeah.
time.
So, and right at that moment, we got that club popping. There's like 1,500 kids in there, right? From all over the city.
Yeah.
Right at that moment, it was 1988.
Damn.
And what happened in '88?
The company that owned a station in Miami called Power 96
Beasley Corporation
opened up the
Beasley.
signal 101.9
Right.
in Orlando.
and flipped it to the very first station to ever play R&B and hip hop music on an FM station in Orlando.
102 Jams.
88.
88.
1988.
102 Jams was born.
Yeah.
So now our goal was,
So
we
when I
gotta
heard
get on that.
and they played Jam on it for like a week straight.
when they first opened. Yeah.
That's what he's gonna have.
Just
102
moving everybody.
Jams. So
Which, by the way, another station recently did that.
I ain't gonna say no names. So shout out to Stevie the Man.
Yeah.
And DJ Nasty, of course.
Right.
And everybody, Pro Style, all the DJs up here, man.
Little Sean,
Jimmy Jam, rest in peace.
rest in peace.
I got a shout out to everybody. We'll do that later. So at that moment when they opened, my brother and I had the idea to call the station and invite them to the club.
Right. Because at the time,
Yeah.
we were listening to,
AM.
no, it wasn't, no.
And-
Was it Y106 or Cat 106? It was Larry D.
And we were listening to
Shout out Larry D. Rest in peace.
Shout out to Chicago and New York. We were
And they were
listening.
doing mixes on BJ 105.
Yes, Larry D. But
And Larry
we were
D.
listening to mixes from B96 in Chicago.
Yeah,
Bad
they
Boy
were funneling
Bill.
them in.
Bad Boy Bill, Jumping Julian Perez. We were listening to the Latin Rascals
Right.
Yep.
in New York City.
103.5.
DJ Molly Mall. Red Alert was huge for us, man. Red Alert is super huge, man. Africa Bambaataa, all the pioneers in
98.7 Kiss.
FM.
Chill out.
Yup.
Chuck Chill Out, Stretch Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Oh,
Awesome
my God.
too. All of those.
Awesome. too.
Man, you guys was
Come on. We hip hop.
We were hip hop.
and so we invited them to the club. They came, which was surprising, but they did come. And
Shout out Cedric Hollywood.
half the staff was
And
sitting-
Eric D.
Eric D.
Eric D.
And so they all came, sat up, and watched us rock this club. And forget it, we were on 4 turntables. My brother and I backflipping. My brother would backflip me in the booth. Bang on the balcony. We shout out on the mic, the roof is on. You know, we're old
Yeah.
school. The roof is on fire. And forget it.
Oh, and in the Beecham Theater, by the way, if anybody's from Central Florida or been at the Beecham Theater, they have a balcony section
Right.
and then the down low
Down low
section.
section.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
so-
were on the balcony, right in the center, all the way on the edge, overlooking the rest of it. That's where the DJ booth was at the time.
Yeah.
We got a crazy picture of that too. I'm gonna send it to you guys.
It's a VIP now, I think, right? On top.
It's a VIP now,
VIP
yeah.
on top.
It's a VIP. But back then it was,
It was VIP there, but it was also us.
Right, yeah.
and it sucked back then because we had to haul 30 crates of records up the stairs to get up
Narrow
there.
ass stairs too.
Because back then there was no computers.
Right.
Yeah.
So question on the promoter. Before you got to the club, or you got to the club, you got paid then or afterwards?
We got paid after.
After. 'Cause
Always.
We got a
Wait, you had to wait?
percentage.
We had to wait.
Fuck.
Because
I'm still waiting now.
We didn't because
No,
we
wait,
didn't we
that
shouldn't-
night.
that night.
You shouldn't have to,
You shouldn't have to though.
but because this dude had history with us,
Right.
we didn't trust him.
Right.
So we
were
would wait.
right there. Boy,
We
you
got a
better-
percentage
you
of the
better-
door, so we
you
couldn't
better-
know
okay,
till the
right.
end.
You better count that money right there, boy.
Yeah, we didn't like the flat fees at the time. We were making
Yeah.
Door money.
Door
Door
money.
money. Yeah.
But I tell you exactly what I like. Is this vodka? Can I have some more of this vodka?
Of course it can. You talking about that P1
Open up a new
vodka?
bottle.
What's this P1?
P1 from Orlando,
Shout
Florida.
out to people. Who owns that, man?
So my man,
Patel?
Yo, I need to get on this
DJ
mailing.
Danny Garcia owns that, and also
Wolfpack Lou.
Wolfpack Lou.
P1, I got to get on your mailing list.
There you go.
Wrong with you?
You can crack it open.
Oh, is the other one open?
No, it's
No,
finished. You
open,
finished
open,
it already.
Open.
You sure it's all right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Open. There's more bottles.
Absolutely.
You sure?
Yeah,
If you
open
ever,
bottle.
hey, if you ever have a cigar sponsor, he's the drinker, I'm the smoker. But
I feel
I smoke cigars though.
We don't have one right now, but we have a weed. We have a weed one. Shout out to Branson.
natural.
There you go.
Hey, it's only for medicinal purposes only.
Yes.
So getting back on topic, 102 Jamz that people showed up and they checked us out. Cedric Hollywood and Eric D were there.
And they're like, yo, these two little Cuban boys are pretty good at what they do.
Yeah, we were getting 1,500, 2,000 at times even. You know, people in that beach. You know how big that place
It's
is.
a big spot. It's a big spot.
And
Yeah.
so they decided that they were like, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We don't have anything set up for mixes yet, but we're doing a lot of remotes. Do you guys have equipment? Yes. Okay. Whenever 102 Jamz is at some car dealership, you set your
shut
stuff up and do the thing. Right? So we were like, okay, yeah, sure. And we did that for a little while. Months. It wasn't long. But then all of a sudden when the ratings started coming in, Larry D.
Thank you, sir.
And Y106 or CAT, or I don't know what it was called that time. It's XL 106 now, I think.
XL 106.
But back then it was called something else 106. Those mix shows at night started eating into the ratings at 102 Jamz.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so right away when that book came out and they were like, yo, this is something's, we need to counter this.
Right, what's going on there?
Rich Ray, come to the office. We sat down. Look, you guys are our guys, so we need to get a mix show on the radio. You guys prepared? It's like,
Yeah.
we've been waiting for
No
that.
problem. What you need?
Right,
and
right.
they were like, can you bring your turntables? We don't have turntables.
We
up
don't have
here."
turntables. We don't have nothing.
Nothing. And we're gonna put you in that broom closet right over there.
Little bitty room.
All right. And we know
It
exactly-
was.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And then remember the carts?
I
That
was
were
gonna
up?
say that they look like people
Like-
don't know about 8-tracks, but
8-tracks, the boxes for the 8-tracks.
you remember those?
Okay,
Yes.
they had a
They
thing-
look like 8-tracks, but they're called carts.
Right.
Right? You put them in, and they had a bunch of shelves, and they would sometimes
the vibration.
we'd be booming so hard in there, they'd start falling on the turntables. I mean, it was a lot. It was terrible, dude. It was terrible.
Oh, shout out Gil Chavez.
What? Gil?
know.
He was one of the assistant engineers
Back
to
then.
a guy named Ovi.
Ovi.
Ovi was so old, dude. This old guy.
But was a genius.
But he was a
genius.
dude. I figured out that in a conversation with him that he was one of the guys, a group of guys that invented stereo FM.
Wow.
Invented it. It was the whole nation was AM.
So we owe him a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
the
dude,
AM signals
Ovi,
mono.
I love you.
He was old then.
Yeah, he was old.
Yeah, he was old.
He was old, man. He
But
was
the
old.
guy was a genius.
But he was smart. Anyways, his assistant was Gil, un cubano loco que de pinga. Anyway, that guy was,
Oh, yeah, I
he was
said that.
awesome.
Yeah, great guy.
And,
Still lives in Orlando.
and he's still here. He's still with his fans, so I'm going to shout him out. But we had a good time at the radio, and then we just learned. We got there and we just
Asked
learned.
a lot of questions.
Fun.
Yeah,
Did
how
that,
do you
yeah.
run the board? Because we never went to broadcasting school.
Right.
Okay.
We don't know nothing about mixing boards. I didn't know anything about that.
Knew about turntable to the mixer.
That's
That was it. Just turntables
Mixer
and
and
a
a mic.
mixer.
And talking
I-
shit on a mic.
And talking shit. Woo, woo, woo. And breakdancing. Now, my mother would put us, and father would put us in front of crowds to breakdance.
Okay.
So we weren't nervous about any of that.
Right.
So when it came time for
Like
the radio
stage
station.
fright. We were nervous about the radio, but not like, you know, we had
And
it
so
under control.
when we got on the
because of that.
radio, they held a free concert
Okay.
at the fairgrounds over there in
Jam
Colonial.
Fest.
Colonial, yep.
Jam Fest.
Called Jam Fest. And everybody with Guy, JJ Fad, this is old school. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is old school. All
Shannon.
these big major groups, Shannon. And it was like 50,000 people in there.
Yeah.
To put that in perspective, the arena only holds 20,000.
Right.
So it was almost triple that.
Right.
That went to this fairground because it was free. My brother and I, they told us, all right, you guys are going to be on your 4 turntables in between every act. We basically like co-hosted and flipped the show. I got a nice picture of that. I got to send it to you.
Dope. Send it over. Yeah.
And we rocked it on stage, and they were just like, wow, these guys are superstars. These guys are ridiculous. Look how comfortable they are in front of 50,000 people. You think they would shrink.
Right. Right.
But because we the breakdancing,
Breakdancing.
yeah,
Doing it for the
and
crowd all the time.
performing,
Exactly.
and performing and doing our thing, we weren't nervous at all. So that's where they were like, wow, these cats are good. And so because of that, we caught a break that when they sold the radio station, like 8 to 10 years later, they moved back down to Miami.
Okay.
And that's how we went to Miami, because we called up our old, all the people we worked with.
Right.
They all went back to Miami. We called them up. Yo, can we come down there?
And then we got on Power 96.
And that's how we got on the Power 96. And then from there, we did, a long run there. And then
You was on, excuse me, you was like 10 years though, on the radio, right?
oh, yeah. We
Or
were,
more, right?
we
Like
were here
10
for
years?
a long time.
10 or 12
DJing.
years you was out here for.
The Breakfast Club,
Right.
JJ Whispers,
Wait, you also did the
Church Street.
Right.
Silhouette.
Silhouettes.
Silhouettes. Yeah.
We did Silhouettes. We did Silhouettes on Tuesdays.
We used to do it on Tuesday
Hip Hop
nights.
Tuesdays.
Really?
Yeah, Silhouettes.
Yeah.
Get out of here. We
we
were doing
did-
Thursdays.
Yeah,
We
we
did
did
Thursdays
Thursdays.
until the whole thing went down with Don Eddie.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Man.
Yes, rest in peace of Dawn, yep.
Yeah.
And then his hater sons. I'm going to go ahead. Can I talk shit? Can I
Listen,
talk shade?
I talk shit here. That's what I do. I talk this shit.
I'm going to do it, dude. I'm going to
gotta
do
do
it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do
He
it.
loves it.
Rich.
He loves it.
Don Eddie is an angel. I love this man. He did, was it Mirage?
Yeah.
He did Mirage.
That was the Quality Inn, I think.
It was a
right on
hotel.
OBT and I-4.
OBT and I-4. He was the owner of that club. And we go there and visit whatever this and that. And we started doing Thursday nights there. That's where it started. And then he goes, guys, I'm going to acquire a property
I'm working out a deal.
over on Republic near International, right
Where
there.
Now it's called Universal Boulevard,
Yeah.
but back then it was Republic.
Republic.
And I want you guys to come with me. And we went over there, and that's how we got into Silhouettes to begin with.
Now we got the door at
Well,
Mirage.
okay, I wasn't going to talk about the business part of it, but
Oh, well.
whatever. We worked out a real good deal.
Okay.
We were good. And he was so cool, man. I mean, he would look at us like, you guys are the sons. He had 2 sons, one older, one younger.
Okay.
And you guys are the sons I should have had.
Oh man,
That's what he's. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Rich.
And I was there from. I used to grab the needle, to poke it in the side of his hip, because he needed insulin shots.
Diabetes.
Because he
Diabetic.
was diabetic.
And back in those days, it wasn't as clean as it is now.
Yeah, I know. I go through it right now.
My son has diabetes too, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bless, man. Good luck with that.
Well, yeah. So he had
It's
it
not
too. and
easy.
so-
That's not easy.
It's not.
And so he was just like, "I love you guys. You know, you will never, ever, ever lose this. This is your house, your family." And then
Yeah. Well,
his
then we lost it.
and then his youngest son ended up
Rich.
shooting him.
Rich.
And then his oldest son, who was
But all this history he's talking about is history.
Hate.
You guys should look it up.
It's,
now.
it's Orlando history.
It's Orlando
absolutely.
history.
he got rid of his older son, and then he
You know,
ruined the club.
If you look over there, a good friend of mine, Chill Will. Not sure if he was around during that time.
Bless.
He got murdered. That's Orlando history right there. It was
Damn,
Orlando paper and everything.
Yeah, right next to him. Look,
Yep.
hip hop, life and death.
A big Will.
A big will, yeah.
It happens, man. It happens. You know, it was tragic. I didn't want it to happen,
Right.
but it happened.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the jealous sons were
So yeah, we were doing Hip Hop Tuesdays. We were there.
nice.
How did you survive after the?
We did.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
death?
we did.
We did.
We did.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay, so you had to deal with the older son.
Oh, so yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
I
But
forgot.
Also with us, though, we had another promoter.
Backing us.
Was Flacco, June, and some other cats.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then after
They
that,
moved. I think they were from Chicago, wasn't they?
they were from
Chicago.
Chicago.
They moved out
How
to
did that
Orlando.
end up? How did it go? How long?
I think we were there for about over a year, maybe.
Over a year.
Yeah,
Because
over
then,
a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
then after that, we started, Clay D had took the club
Club
over.
Right.
Right,
That's
I remember that.
We were working with Clay D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a little bit. Yeah.
He was doing like a Sunday.
I
thing.
remember
Yeah, Super Sundays.
Super
Yeah.
Sundays with,
Disco and them.
with Disco.
Disco and the City Boys. Yeah. Shout out to Disco and the City Boys.
Absolutely.
What?
Yeah.
Them boys used to ride out like
They
crazy.
still ride out.
Still riding around.
Yeah, man.
They still ride
Yeah,
out.
that missed That shit not.
Here I go.
That's what
Here I go.
my son's basketball team. My son is 13. His basketball team. That's what they play to come. They run out to.
No way.
Yep.
Nice.
Disco's cool. I like Disco, man. Them cats have always been
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, man.
Everybody from Eatonville all the way down to
You still got they still, like I say, Disco still out here doing stuff.
Yeah.
Baby Lack,
Baby like.
nice.
Maybe relax.
Sir Night Train.
Sir Night
Wow, some old school heads. I love that. So then we was up in at 102 Jamz doing the mixes, and then one day, obviously we're friends with all the DJs.
Right.
DJ Nasty, shout out to my brethren,
Well, let's go back a little bit.
Right.
and Khaled.
But let's go back a little bit. How did,
Let's go back.
Let's talk about Jimmy Jamz. How did he get on the station? How did you guys hear about him and stuff like that?
Truthfully, it was just really just at the radio station. I'm gonna show you.
I can tell you.
I'm gonna tell you a story real quick about Jimmy. I love Jimmy, man. That's my brethren, man.
Yeah.
God bless the dead, man.
Yeah, man.
We're at okay. My boy Kevin Black.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go there, Ray. I'm gonna go there. Kevin Black,
Shout out Death Row Records.
who represented Death Row Records. All right.
Okay.
Suge Knight, the whole thing, man.
Oh Lord.
He comes down. He goes, yo, and he's got.
You gotta do your impression.
I gotta do the impression because he's got a real rough voice.
Okay.
Big guy, man. Big
Yo, Rich.
That's that OG voice right there.
Yeah.
Yo, Ray. I wanna get my Death Row Records played at the club. What club we going to? So I said, yo, you know something? I got a friend of mine named Jimmy Jam. He DJs at this club in Eatonville called Heroes.
Heroes.
Yep.
Why don't we pop off over there after the radio show? We'll go over there. We'll slide through, buy a couple drinks. I'll tell my man to play some of the records.
Which was hard because Jimmy Jamz just didn't play any record.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Now I didn't know Jimmy that well,
Yeah.
but the one time I did know him, that dude is
Serious.
honest.
He's serious.
He is super
Yeah.
truthful.
Yeah.
He's real.
He didn't
Oh,
hold
man,
his
I
tongue.
wish-
As real as they come. I go, yo, do you want? And he'll be, nah, dude. I play to my crowd. I play what I play. I keep the crowd here. I don't break. I don't do none of that. I play what I play.
Right.
He's super
Right.
strong on
I
it.
wish he was here, man.
No, absolutely.
I miss him, man. I miss him.
He would tell you exactly what we're telling you right now.
Very
Well,
few DJs will do that.
To be honest, I started and I got to get back into it, but I did start a documentary about Central Florida and the influence, the music. And before he passed, I got 3 hours of footage
You're kidding.
of
No
Jimmy.
way.
Yeah, I got 3 hours because I started hanging out with him weekly, prior to me doing the documentary, and we just got close. And the funny thing is, going off topic here for a second, but the funny thing is that people don't know the reach that Jimmy Jamz had.
Big time.
One time
big
he
time.
called me. He was like, "Yo, Corette, I gotta go meet a friend and help her out for a minute. At this time, he was already sick, so he was going blind and stuff. So
Yeah.
he was like, you want to, come pick me up? I was like, yeah, Jimmy, I'm there. So I go and I pick him up. We drive to the convention center, right? We walk in. His friend is MC Light.
Wow.
Right? He's like, Light was because she started DJing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
She
like, yo,
DJs.
she's gonna do. She just wanted me to be here to, help her a little bit, or whatever. But it was MC Light.
Wow.
And people the reach that he had, was insane.
Bro, look, I still got this.
You got it?
Let's see if it plays.
Sending you a happy birthday wish, my brother.
Damn.
Hope you and Rich are able to enjoy your day, man. Celebratory wishes to both of you. God bless. Your African brother from another Jimmy Jam.
That's my man. The African brother from another mother. I love that, man.
Yeah. All right,
Anyway,
so
so I get to the club with Kevin Black. So he's like, all right, man, we go talk, we're gonna tear it up, we're gonna turn up. I was like, all right, we gonna do it, whatever. So we get to the club.
Boy, we had no idea.
The first thing he does is he goes,
We had no idea.
Rich, can you get the DJ to play a couple of songs? So I was like, all right, well, how many? What you got? He handed me a stack of records. It was from everyone. Lady of Rage, Corrupt,
Michelle,
oh damn.
Dre,
DOC,
yeah, Snoop.
Funky Enough.
Oh my God, just everybody. So I was going, okay. So I took the records. I went to Jimmy. I go, Jimmy, you think you play a couple of these? Nah, man, I ain't playing those. So I was like, okay, cool. All right. Can I leave them here? He said, yeah, Rich, I love you, man. Leave them right there. Okay, I'll leave them right there. I went back to the bar. I go, Black, I don't know if he's going to play all of them. He's not going to play all of them? Hold up, man. He's not going to play all of my records. Death Row records. I go, I don't know. He's like, I'll solve that problem. So he goes, yo, bartender, come
He
here.
damn sure did.
Bartender, come here. Are you the lead bartender? Yeah. Okay, good. Is the owner or who's the highest ranking person running this club?
Uh-huh.
He said, the owner is right over there. Bring him over here, please. Brought him over here. He says, yo, I want to buy Mo.
Don't talk so loud on that thing, man.
He goes, what you mean, Mo? I want to buy all the Mo you got. All the Moet.
All the Moet, right?
All the Moet.
You want to buy out the
Right.
bar?
I'm going to buy at the bar. The guy goes, all right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles up here.
That's it.
He goes, no, you don't understand. I want to buy every single bottle in this building. I want you to go back to your cooler and go back
And
to your
pull out
wherever.
the
And
boxes.
whatever, how many cases you got back there.
Right.
I want you to pull all those cases out here, and I want to buy a bottle for everybody in this club.
And he damn sure did.
And he pulled out
What's
the
that?
American Express black card,
Kevin Black with the black.
threw it on the bar, and said, all I ask is that your DJ plays every record I just handed him.
You know what kind of issue that was?
Oh, I'm sure.
Because
He
you know
bought
Jimmy.
4 cases of Mo
Plus all that was in the bar.
and everything at the bar. Everybody got drinks. And the owner went right up to Jimmy, and Jimmy was pissed.
And we were not there standing there. We could see it. But, the clouds playing, it's loud.
Jimmy was pissed
And you
off.
could see him going back and forth. And you could see Jimmy's hands.
Right. Yeah, he talked with his hands.
And Jimmy, Jimmy didn't even mix them.
I was
He didn't even mix the records.
He just played it.
played it. And what's the next thing? Played it. And Kevin Black was happy. Every record got played. But Jimmy was so pissed.
Oh, I'm sure.
Who used to own Heroes back then? Was it Clay?
No, it wasn't Clay.
Wasn't
Howard was the promoter.
He was the promoter, right?
Remember
Howard, he was the manager.
H ringer, yeah.
It was the,
HR, every person out here.
Right.
was that guy?
80s and
He's still
90s.
around.
Yeah,
He
he's
reached
still
out
around.
to me
tall,
on
skinny,
social
black.
media.
I spoke to him 3 months ago.
he used
Good
to go,
guy, man.
He used to go out with Kayula, what's her name from Rachel's? Kaylani?
Kaylani.
Kaylani? What's this? Jerry something? I don't know. But anyway, he was like, Jimmy, you got to do this or I'm going to let you go. This guy just paid like, I don't know, what it was, 10,000. I don't know what it was, the amount.
Right.
It was some crazy amount. And he's like, if you don't play these records, I'm going to let you go. So
Dude.
Jimmy had to play the records.
Damn.
I know he was mad.
And Jimmy was so
He
frustrated.
put the needle on, and when it ended, he put another one on and let it
But-
play.
He jukebox that shit.
That's it.
But-
That's exactly what he did.
But because he did that, I took such a liking to him, and so did my brother.
We both gave him a lot of respect
Because that was tough. That's not easy.
He didn't win, but we knew where he stood.
Right, he stood
Right,
right.
right.
And so because of that, when an opportunity came at the radio where my brother and I were like, okay, we know we're set to leave to Miami. We're about to go down south. Who can, maybe we should try and pick someone to take our place.
And that's what we did. We brought
Number one choice.
we brought Jimmy to 102 Jams.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Right
and
away.
said, look, man, if this is the guy you need to put on.
This is the dude that will stay true to whatever you guys are doing.
I wish he was here, man. So we
Yeah,
could
no,
both
of
leave.
course. No, absolutely.
It's tough. It's tough because he passed away, but he
Yeah, we
That-
really wanted him to be the one to keep
that's
going.
that's how Jimmy got on, man.
We interview DJ Caesar, and what we do different here in the podcast show, everybody we interview at the end of the interview,
Right?
they're allowed to pick a person they honor.
Right.
Or they or mentor them, and Jimmy Jams actually was DJ Caesar. So at the end of the episode, you see a picture of Jimmy Jams and a quick little word, stuff like that.
Talk about him, yeah. real
Good
quick.
stuff, man. Good stuff. He deserves it, man. He's a good guy. Great dude, man.
Real hard-headed, but
Oh, no,
great
no,
guy,
no,
man.
No, absolutely. I dealt with it on a weekly basis.
Super hard. Yeah, then you know. But
Yeah.
a man of principle, a man of
No, yeah,
honor.
great. He was like a mentor. He just great.
Yeah.
A lot of knowledge. A lot of history.
Yeah, big time.
He did dirty at the end, man, but whatever,
he did.
man. It is
Yeah, he
what
did.
it is.
That's,
I don't want to get into it.
that's Orlando for you.
Thank you. That's business and politics, man.
Right, right.
We call
It's hard.
yeah,
It's hard.
a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. So
So we got on, and we were doing. Are you about to go into something?
no,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
We
Finish.
got on. It was 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Okay.
Okay.
We
That
were
was
doing
that was our
a
first shift that we ever
wow.
got.
Right.
Well, the reason we got that was because we were just doing the mixes only, and then we'd leave like an hour or two, and then we'd leave.
And the clubs were open till 3 in the morning back then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
3.
were.
And then
We'll tell you another story about the Breakfast Club later, but go ahead.
that was open till 6 in the morning.
Right, right.
We'll see how that got maneuvered. We'll see. We'll tell you about that in a minute. We would do 10 to 2. Well, what happened was before 10 to 2, we were just doing the mixes. Well, what happened was there was a guy named Eric D who would do 6 to 10.
Okay.
Eric D was the jock. And then Bartel,
Rest in peace, Bartel.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P., would do 10
What a
to
great
midnight or 10 to 1 or something like that.
Right.
Well, what happened was Eric D said something about a sponsor
Oh yeah.
at JJ Whispers that he shouldn't have said live on the radio.
That was a live broadcast.
It was a live broadcast, and he said something he shouldn't have said. I'm not gonna go there, and he got his ass fired.
Oh man.
And shout out to Eric D. Crazy talent.
Smooth.
He's in the Bahamas now.
He's smooth. He's
Nice.
I love
Been
him.
in the Bahamas.
Great guy, but yeah, you fuck
Owns a network media thing.
You fuck up, you fuck up. So he got the boot like kickball, and then Bartel moved in. Bartel moved into his spot,
Okay.
but the problem was they didn't have a late night guy, so he's doing 6 p.m.
7 to midnight.
instead of 6 to 10. Instead of 6 to 10, he was doing 6 to midnight.
6? Oh,
Yeah, 6. Back then it was 6. So we were like telling Bartel, like, yo, man,
We had a strategy.
we
so
could come in at 10, dude.
We got it in his head.
We
Right.
we come in at 10 and do our own show.
Manipulating behind the scenes.
And so he was. It turned out that Bartel was our biggest cheerleader.
Dope.
He kept telling the program director, "Hey, you need to let these twins come in at 10."
Why do I gotta be here
It
6 hours?
It wasn't because he liked us.
Right.
It was because he just wanted to get the fuck out of there at 10
Right.
o'clock.
Right.
And so we leveraged that and maneuvered that, and we got it.
Yeah.
So we did a couple of air checks, meaning we recorded ourselves live on the radio talking,
Right.
turned it into our boss. Nah, that sounds like shit. Do this. All right. Then we go back overnight again, doing more air checks. And then he's like, okay, now you guys sound like professional DJs. I'm going to let you start at 10 o'clock.
Nice.
And now we're okay. The reason why he went into this story real fast, this is a very quick story, is that we were only doing the mixes, but we were not hosting.
Right.
And so what started happening is we would go, let's say, in fact, it happened at JJ Whispers upstairs. We're in the VIP.
No. It was a Firestone.
Was it Firestone?
It was Firestone.
Well, I'm just saying, we were next to Bartell.
Okay.
at this club called the Firestone.
Oh, it's Firestone.
And it was
Orange
called
Avenue.
Orange Avenue.
Jamaica Me Crazy.
Making me crazy.
And
Right.
Orange Ave.
we had guys we're sitting here, and Bartell's right here, right next to us. And guys were coming up to Bartell. Dude, that mix was dope. Yo, that mix was fire. And he was like, well, I mean, it was these guys actually. It
Right.
wasn't me.
Right.
But then that's when it occurred to us, yo, they hear us mixing,
Right.
but they're remembering the voice talking.
Right.
Correct.
So we need to host our own mixes.
Right.
We're just featured on someone else's show.
Right.
And that's when we went into the...
We took it serious to
Why
try
you
and
being here
actually
till midnight? You should get out of 10, bro.
Right,
to
right. You should
be
be
a
at the club.
broadcaster.
Right. So that's where we got to be able to host our own. Now our voices were associated with the mixes.
Right.
Right. That's when we went to Ovi. How do you work all this stuff?
The old guy.
The old guy.
Yeah, and he was great. That guy was a
Yeah,
genius.
he was cool. They taught us everything. So we learned on the spot. We never look to everybody out there. You never know. I know they say you were in the right place at the right time, but that phrase has a third saying, and that's right place at the right time and being prepared for that right place.
For that right place, right time.
and
yeah.
right time. And we were prepared.
Yeah.
So when we got there, we were like just eating up everything. How do you work the switches? How do you work? We never went to broadcast school.
Right.
We were just a couple of little Cuban little kids.
What
in
are
the
these
street.
called? Carts. You put them in here. You do this. You do that.
How do you do that? How do you work this? Oh, what's this program called? Pro Tools? Okay, how do you do edits? How do you do this? How do you do
Yeah.
all that stuff?
That part was Pro 2 101.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly
was-
right.
It's a brand
That's
new program
exactly
they
It was
just
beta.
came out
It was
with.
a beta
Yeah,
version.
the beta.
Beta. So
No,
it was
before
like
beta, it was alpha.
so they called this computer an Apple? Why did they name it after a
It was
fruit?
Macintosh.
Macintosh.
Back then it was Macintosh. So all that stuff was brand new to us, but we soaked it and we gravitated to that, learning it, schooling ourselves, educating ourselves, because we wanted to be, very not only valuable to the company, but we also wanted to
Grow.
grow our wealth, grow our value,
Right.
basically our brand.
No, absolutely. Once you learn something, they can't take it from you. So-
Exactly.
And that's
And so we
when
did,
an opportunity arrived,
Right.
we were ready.
and that's when the broadcasting paid off. So we started hosting and DJing and putting people on the radio. And because it was so late at night, the boss was like, apparently he went to sleep. I don't know what he did, but he sure wasn't listening to us
He wasn't
because
listening.
we were doing it all, man. We were playing hip hop,
On the
Go to that thing real quick.
house.
on the
What about
podcast
this?
you guys sent us.
Y'all doing this.
Y'all doing this.
Yeah, shiggity shot spots, hots, amots. I kickity kick the drama like the farmer picks his crop.
That's what y'all doing at night time.
Jiggity digs
When the
won't
boys
pick
ain't
the dog
listening.
Baptist. They call me Mr. Rapper, so I guess I be the rapist. No practice. Yiggity
oh.
yes. Knocker, come roll like Han Solo,
Hey.
come run like Chewbacca. He's back, I'll get kicked in the tush. Yes, I call you snaggle if you're pussy cat. Richie Ricks on the microphone. Kicking the style, but I'm not alone. DJ Ray on the turntable set, coming correct. It's the terrorist on the turntable, twice as nice. I'm out of here, JJ Austin coming on, stepping in through, making things a little more, a little soft and maybe a little warm, but not that soft or warm. But anyway, JJ will be here all night with you. So keep it tuned, keep it locked to 102 Jams, the only station that does.
So that what they were doing at late night when the boys was listening.
Oh, I never heard that before.
Bro, we need copies of all that.
Yo, all this stuff I needed.
Oh, that's one more thing. If hopefully everybody's been hanging out throughout this entire podcast to hear this exact thing. If anybody listening has pictures, recordings, cassettes, anything,
Yes.
send it to these guys.
Right.
They'll get it to us.
Absolutely.
Because we didn't have the vision enough to, it wasn't like everybody was walking around and
Yeah, no.
record
The
everything.
vision. We didn't have the technology.
Well, nah, but we could have
You had
recorded
a big
something.
phone.
Yeah.
That big ass phone.
But
Or the big ass camcorder.
Looked like a brick.
Dude,
ass.
I must have 1.5 million plus things in my head that I just sit there and go, why didn't we record it?
Yeah.
Why didn't we?
You know what it was too? Back then we were enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
Now they don't do that.
If
You know
anybody
what I mean?
has
So-
anything, any pictures from the clubs, whatever, the frat house,
Twice is nice.
whatever.
We have some pictures from How Can I Be Down in Miami.
Wow.
Down
Remember
there.
that?
No, but I'm not talking
Oh,
about
that
those.
one.
I'm not
The
talking
other
about
ones.
those
Oh, the other one.
How
We
can I
have,
be
we have
down?
some we shouldn't have got developed. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all ever go to Jack the Rappers?
Yes,
Yes.
it is. Yeah.
If we had a few minutes, I would tell you about Jack the Rapper.
Remember
at the
at-
Disney?
Buena Vista Palace.
One of it's the palace, right?
They tore that hotel up.
They put stickers on the escalators.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
We
a
were
hot
there.
mess.
We were there
It was
for
a hot
that.
mess.
dude, I was in the green room, all right, watching Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre wet, soaking towels in a sink, and I'm thinking, why are these guys soaking towels? I don't understand.
Right.
Why are they wetting all these towels in the green room? And then they take the towels
And they went the
The door.
and they stick them under the door,
Right.
all the doors, and I'm thinking, why are they doing
Right.
this to the doors? Yeah, well, I figured that out real quick.
Real quick.
They fogged up that room like it was, and I walked out of there
We walked out of there like
trying to eat some Cheetos
Just looking for something.
and telling bad jokes to everybody.
We were like,
It was a good time.
we were
It was
like,
a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
If they didn't want King Kong to get off the island, why'd they make the doors so big? Yeah, we were saying dumb stuff
crazy.
like that.
Yeah, man. I was just like, why is it that when you get closer to the ocean, the more expensive seafood becomes? I don't know.
Should be cheaper.
I
Should be
don't
cheaper, right? They're right
understand.
there.
I
It's
don't
right
know.
there. They go every day.
Why is that?
So yeah, but with that aside, we were able to manipulate the thing and get the 10-2 spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Then
And-
Bartell was able to get a job in Birmingham, Alabama. Where
Right.
And you heard that a minute ago that we were just doing everything. House music, freestyle music.
Yeah.
Oh, no, freestyle music was a different
How do
level.
you play freestyle on
on an
102
urban
jam?
station, on an urban
On a hip hop? You know
Y'all
why?
did it?
reggaeton.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because the boss was asleep and we didn't give
Right.
a fuck.
You know what was good back in the days? The live broadcasting from the club.
Yes.
I miss those days.
Yeah, those
The
days.
Don't do
frat
that shit.
house, the
Right.
Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
Silhouette.
the
Silhouette.
silhouettes. I mean, it was
Yeah, those are-
crazy.
those
They don't do that no more.
They don't do that no more, man.
Nah,
There's a lot of things they don't do
They ain't
anymore.
ready for that.
Before Silhouette with JJ Whispers on
Whispers
Thursdays.
On Thursdays.
But I know you guys used to do a club off of 535 by Disney. It's all freestyle
On the
music.
right-
Johnny's.
Was
I
it Johnny?
remember
Was it
that.
Johnny?
Yes.
Beach House?
I remember that.
Johnny's.
They used
right
to-
next
it's
to
a Hooters now. It's a Hooters
It was
now.
right
It's a
next
Hooters.
to
It's a Hooters now.
It's a Hooters now.
No, yeah.
The Hooters,
It
before
used
the
to be-
Hooters, what was it?
It was Cuda Bay.
Kuda Bay.
Kuda Bay.
Bay.
Kuda Bay.
That's what it was the
Bay.
name.
Yeah.
They had a
Next
good
to
type of
Kuda
sneak-
Bay,
they had a
all
good
the
type of
way,
sneakers.
Barracuda.
all the way down at the corner was Johnny's, and we would Tonasia,
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
freestyle.
that shit was packed out.
Oh
yeah,
man,
it was amazing.
that place was amazing.
We had a great
Amazing.
time there. In fact, the first time I ever got drunk was at that place.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
And it was like a weekday, wasn't it? Like a Tuesday or Monday
Yeah,
or that?
Tuesday.
It was a weekday.
No, we did a.
It was a Tuesday.
It was a weekday.
It was a weekday. It wasn't a
Yeah,
weekend.
you're right. You're right.
Tuesday.
I just moved out here,
Yeah.
and we used to go like
We used to
every
go
day
over
to
there.
different clubs. We were
Oh man.
And
Way to
this
go.
guy, I don't know if you know any history about my brother and I, but okay, I've never smoked weed. As much as I enjoy the smell
Right.
and enjoy the sense, I've never smoked weed, and we never really done any hard drugs or anything. I don't have any tattoos. Ray doesn't have any tattoos. We don't get that like that.
Right.
But we knew a lot of gang members that ran guns, drugs, tattoos. They
It
did
was a
all
little
the
weird.
drugs.
I don't want to get too deep in this. We definitely not naming names, but we had a lot of trust with them
Yeah.
because we didn't do the drugs.
Right. They looked at us like, son, we're not going to mess with the Twice as Nice, the Twins, the Babalus, because we respect what they
do.
We honor them.
Okay.
They do their things. They hold it down. They rep us. They rep Orlando.
Right.
They in there.
Yeah.
And we're not going to mess with them.
They gave us a lot of venues
So
to make
be-
a lot of money.
So because of that, they didn't, thank God, they didn't do, I would tell them, look, do me a favor. Don't fight in the clubs that we're at. Don't sell in the clubs that we're at.
Right.
Don't do the things that you do at the
They
clubs.
did
we're at.
anyway.
And no.
They kept it cool.
They
were
kept it
discreet.
cool. They respected. So because of that, we was able to maintain for a long time. So,
Yeah, it was fun, man.
respect to the streets all the way up to the millionaires. We repped for everybody, man. It didn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, and it was the music that was really, I mean, people hear reggaeton now, but I mean, back in the day, it was Playero,
Playero music.
DJ Joe,
Don
Chesina.
Chancina.
Don Chesina,
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, not Lady
Lady-
Gaga.
Lady,
What's her name?
Evie
Pa
Queen?
la cama,
Evie
Evie
Queen?
Queen. Evie Queen.
Yeah.
Lady
And
Gaga, Evie.
I was thinking of ladies.
Oye, tú estás
Evie Queen
jodido.
and-
Óyeme, pero hombre, tú estás
Yeah, whatever.
demasiado. I'm the one that's drinking. What the
Dude,
hell?
and we're playing reggaeton on an urban station.
Ay,
That's
no joda,
bananas.
no joda.
Bananas.
Anyways, so from there we went to Miami, and then from Miami, Power 96, we did our things from Ocean Drive.
Right. And
To-
Cedric Hollywood had one to Power
Yeah.
96.
No,
Actually,
Oh, was he on 99 Jam?
he was on 99 Jams.
99 Jams.
He was on 99.
He was on Power 96 and came to Orlando
Oh, okay. And then
and
went
started
back.
102 Jams.
Okay.
And then when he went back,
And then when he went
to
back, he went to 99 Jams, which was cool because at that time, whatever, he was doing his thing at 99 Jams.
Right.
And we always had a mutual respect.
Right.
He had a great time.
dude, he was a program director.
He was the man.
PD, yeah.
Number one.
Right.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Long run. It was
So we did our thing all over South Beach and Ocean Drive and all that, Miami. And then we moved up to West Palm Beach. They made us an offer we couldn't refuse.
Okay.
yeah.
So we went to West Palm Beach and we've been there for about 10, 11 years or so.
X1023.
At X1023. So from
CBS
Partners-
Radio.
Well, first it was Viacom.
Right.
Then I went to CBS Radio. Then I switched to a couple of. It's crazy, this industry. Anyway,
They always selling and buying.
Yeah.
and then from X1023, we left, took a couple of years off. COVID killed us. And then after COVID, during COVID, actually, we got a job at Yo 1071, which is
Congrats.
independent, not a big conglomerate or any of those.
Right.
Independent, so that
Somewhere
way
we have more creative control.
Right, we have the freedom to do
No,
the things
no,
that we
he,
do.
he left out one major part. While we were at Power 96, there was a radio station in Italy called Radio 105, Radio 105.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
They
Cento
want-
is 100.
105. En
Cinque,
vez de
fine.
105, they pronounce the C's as a CH.
Right.
105.
Italiano.
And they wanted to do, and this was a radio station not in a city like Power or here.
Right.
It's nationwide. It's syndicated nationwide FM. So from Sicily to Switzerland, the whole country.
Okay.
And they wanted to do a weekend satellite, like a weekend show from Miami.
Okay.
And then they ended up doing air checks all over Miami to find out all the stations that gave them air checks to see who was going to get it. And it ended up being Tony the Tiger, Cox on the radio, rest in peace, and us. They ended up picking us.
Yeah.
And we did that show for 20 years.
Wow.
On the weekends
Oh, yeah.
in Italy. To this day,
We're still doing
we're
it.
still doing it.
Have you
now.
guys
And
went out there?
I was gonna
perform?
say-
We
Well-
drive to Wynwood, the studios in
No,
Wynwood.
no.
now.
Out there meaning
To Italy.
Oh, to Italy? They brought us. They flown us out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Milan.
well,
You drove to
Milan.
Italy.
yeah, we would drive to Miami. No.
driving?
What happened was
To
they,
the boat.
he's not drinking enough. That's the
Right.
problem. He's not drinking. So
It's the
yeah,
I got the vapors.
we went to Italy. They had a big promotion and they wanted to do the Babalu band. Okay. Also, we also forgot
Oh, the name.
Twice as Nice.
Yeah,
We
what twice as nice? So we talked about the rich and Ray. Why is not Ray and Rich? Twice as nice.
So how'd that name
Yeah.
come about?
Twice as Nice. Was
Funny,
the
we're
name.
gonna have to shout out another DJ that you
Yeah,
guys.
I was gonna say
Tony Touch, Tony Toca.
Tony Toca.
Nice.
If you guys ever heard of Tony Touch, he I know you guys associate him from Brooklyn, New York.
No, Bronx.
No,
bro.
Brooklyn.
He's from Brooklyn. He's
He's
from
from
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
He's,
Yeah.
from Brooklyn,
he's
yeah.
still in Brooklyn.
Oh, he's always
He
repping
came out-
Rocksteady.
Yeah, he used to go to school, I think, in Orlando. Yeah.
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 Yeah, he went
He's
to-
still he grew up. It's all his family's from Brooklyn,
Right.
and so because he's from Brooklyn, not far from the LES actually, at Lower East
East
Side.
Side.
Oh, okay, just making in case you didn't
You're
know
right. You're
from
good.
New York. Anyways, Tony Toca, Tony Hernandez. I'm gonna put him out there. We would always talk. We would break dance together, DJ together. Good guy.
we
He
all
grew-
came up
Right.
learning together.
Yeah, he grew up together, DJing and breaking.
Right.
Tony Toca is like my brother. I love this guy, both of us. And so he goes, I go, bro, we need to come up with a name. So he was like, man, come up with this double trouble, this and that, la la. And I'm like, nah. I need a name that's generic. We need a name that's that could resonate through every genre. I don't want it to be too ghetto or too rare.
Right.
And that motherfucker said twice as nice.
He said it. He said it.
I would love to claim the credit for that or my brother, but that motherfucker.
Because back in the days they had Double Trouble was a rap group.
Yes.
Double Trouble.
Yes. And he said twice as nice. And I was like, yeah, nah, that sounds like shit,
It could
whatever.
have been nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and
Nice
smooth.
and smooth
Then
and
you have who did?
funky.
What's the other group that did the
hip-hop
Diamond Girl?
junkie.
Nice and wild.
Nice and Wild.
Diamond Girl.
And so Tony said that, and I was like, that sounds like shit, whatever. The next day, I slept on it. The next day, I was like,
That's it.
yo, Ray, I think twice as nice is pretty cool.
Yeah, because we were looking to try to break genres, break racial grounds,
course.
racial barriers.
We playing all types of music also on the radio.
Exactly.
So twice as nice. Did
And
that
we,
shit.
with sponsors, companies that we want to make sure that we sound nice enough
Right.
that a Fortune 500 company is
Just
going to be
ice.
the best.
No, of course.
And so we went with that. Yeah, it was nice. And then,
Yeah.
So then now we got the twice as nice out of the way. The Babalu Bad Boys. When we went to Power 96.
Okay, now wait.
So that's down south now.
Before we went to Power 96, we would be on 102 Jams, right? And we would say, I love this guy, by the way. He's awesome. Both of them.
We would use Babalu Bad Boys as a description.
My mother, okay, let's do this real quick. Our mother, one of her favorite shows was I Love Lucy.
Okay.
All right? And Desi Arnaz, which is her husband, the Cuban guy.
Cuban guy.
Because we're Cuban.
Right.
He would be in the, with the drums.
The drums, yeah.
Babalu, Babalu.
Right.
Y'all know about that?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
come on, man.
Okay.
Got some
We
gray hair.
got some gray hair.
We got some gray hair.
We're young.
Babalu. And so because we heard that Babalu, we would say on the radio here in Orlando, we would say, yo, it's the Babalus on 102.
Right.
Blah, 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 like a rap.
Twice
right?
as nice.
Yeah.
With twice as nice,
slapped
a.k.a.
you twice.
the Babalu. So we would incorporate that Babalu thing
Right.
because it rhymed with 102. We went to Miami and we told them, all right, we're twice as nice. And it turned out that there was some
Like a freestyle group. Two
group-
guys.
Yeah, two dudes that were kind of famous in Miami.
Yeah, whatever.
And they were called Twice as Nice. And so the program director was like, nah, we can't do Twice as Nice.
We got to think of something else.
So I was like, oh, man. So my brother and I, we looked at each other and, we came up with, how about Babalu Bad Boys? Because we said Babalu all the time.
Right.
And my program director looked at us and it says, nah, man.
That ain't gonna work.
That sounds like shit, man. We ain't doing that. And so
And then,
at that moment,
Shout
the
out.
most popular disc jockey on Power 96, the one with the most power,
shout out Joe Nasty.
his name was Joe Nasty. He's passed on, but we love him. Was passing by his office, and our program director said, "Hey, Joe, hold on. What do you think about the name Babalu Bad Boys?" And Joe stopped. He looked at the program director. He did this, and then he goes, And then he goes, Babalu!
And started walking down the hall, screaming
And he
it.
walked away.
Screaming it.
So the program director looked at us and goes, whatever. Stick with that name and good luck.
And that's how we got
So
it.
we birthed again. basically.
Now, we weren't 100% on it either. But the more we got on it, the more it started catching. The more we were like, yo, we're looking for some Babalu Bad girls.
Yeah.
And they
turned
would
in-
call up the radio and they're like, yo, I want to be a Babalu Bad girl. I was like,
You got the groupies.
I was like, "Groupie." So I looked at my brother. I'm like, twice as nice is gone.
Right.
So we only use twice as nice when we come back here to
Right to
home
Orlando
team.
because obviously it's our heritage.
Right.
This is our history.
And
This is
then
where we grew
down
up.
south, we Babalu Bad Boys.
Right.
So yeah, so we had a
just
good
keep it
time.
all.
In fact, that clip that you guys sent of this program, when I played it for some guys, they were like, "Oh wow, that's great." yo, who the hell's Twice as Nice? Because this is down south.
Right.
And they were like, yo, that's us, bro. You guys were called Twice as Nice? Like, yeah, man.
Well, we happy to open that up.
Thank you, man.
No,
Yeah,
thank you.
and once again, thank you guys for inviting us up here, man. You guys
No,
are
this-
awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you. We
man.
appreciate that. I mean,
You
we're
guys
doing
are
it for
holding
the
it
culture.
down,
We're doing
man.
it for the DJs. It's
Respect.
just,
Yeah.
you know, that's what it's
We got to
about.
make sure everybody knows the history too, because a lot of people don't do that nowadays. They don't do their history
They
checks.
just buy a MacBook and,
And they're a DJ.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I can't mention. We've already mentioned Jimmy Jamz. We mentioned Tony Toca. We mentioned a lot of DJs. If we're in Orlando, we got to mention Magic Mike too, man. Magic Mike and us, we've done a lot of things too. Great guy.
Right.
Big shout out to Magic Mike.
Hey,
Great
I
work.
gotta say this real quick about Magic Mike. None of y'all motherfuckers play him in chess.
Oh yeah, guy's a genius,
The
man.
dude is a expert chess player. He wiped the floor with me. And the
even
guy
know that.
is awesome.
And he's a good DJ.
He's an awesome DJ.
Right, absolutely.
Drop the
Yeah, he
beats.
definitely reps Orlando.
Do you remember
Yeah.
the first vinyl you bought?
The first what?
Vinyl you bought.
I can tell you exactly what it was.
What was it?
I remember it.
You remember it?
I remember it.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's go.
Why you gotta tell people you're ready? Don't give him any more drinks. Don't give him any more drinks. When he starts with the ready
he
stuff,
just going to ice. That's what it was. That
Yeah,
drink.
nah, yeah.
He's
Yo.
ice.
he's already getting chinky eyed over here.
Ready? Here we go. I'm gonna give you a taste of the record. You ready?
Dude, just
Yo,
say
yeah, see? Yo, what's up, man? Then I got
Go
girl
right there.
that go Roxanne.
UTFO.
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 Roxanne.
That was one of the first records we ever bought.
I was born on Selected Records.
Yeah. In fact, we used to play the B-side,
Come
which
on,
was
yo, like,
Yo!
yo, we are hip hop.
We're going to have to show him the record.
Yeah.
We gonna have to show
You
him
got
the
that record?
We're going to
I-
have
I-
to show him
we
the
used
record.
to play the B-side, leader of the pack, the leader of the pack.
So on promo, I do for promo.
Bite it.
What I do on promo for like on social media, I take our logo
Right.
and I play any records that a DJ was actually part of. So like
Nice.
UTFO, leader pack, I just put that out
Right.
a couple days
Nice.
ago.
Right.
You know, every for president, the Marty Scratch, stuff like that. Because these back then, the DJ was the actual DJ, then the artist.
The
Right.
DJ was bigger than
Yeah,
the artist.
Right.
Right.
Than the rapper.
In
Right.
the beginnings
Right,
of
beginning.
hip-hop.
Yeah.
That's gone already. That's gone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
well, Africa Bambaataa set that standard because he would go overseas and get all the craziest sounds.
Imports and
Come back,
Right.
and then, bro, listening to a DJ, a black DJ with a mohawk, all right? It was unheard of.
Right.
Right.
You're like looking at it, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm in
yeah,
Twilight
with,
Zone.
with Viking helmets
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they-
Bananas.
Yo,
dude. Loved it.
but I gotta give
Incredible.
my entire soul to Africa Bambaataa.
Yeah, Zulu Nation, man. Respect.
Big time, big
Yeah,
time.
definitely.
And big shout out New York City Breakers, Rocksteady Crew,
Yeah, Crazy Legs, the whole crew.
She's out here all the
BDP.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
KRS-One, BDP, Queensbridge, Nas, I mean, dude, hip hop was the golden age, man.
We just had Wiggle out here last week as well.
Wiggle, get
He was
out of
doing-
here.
doing
Really?
He was doing a class he was doing.
Yeah.
A friend of mine
Yo,
was
that
doing
dude
a
is dope.
class.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
dude is dope. Yeah, I
There's a
definitely.
lot of history, a lot of legends, and a lot of coaches in Orlando. It's
And-
just-
Respect,
I was just gonna say that, man. It's because we had so many people from New York migrate down here. They brought the culture with them here.
And
It
they
was
think
crazy.
it's all about, like NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys or Disney World. And I'm like, yo, there's another.
before that, yeah.
Another world.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's a whole nother side to it, kid.
underneath that, man.
Things were crazy, man. Things were crazy.
All
back
the
then.
big artists recorded maybe their first album in Orlando.
Yeah.
Back in the days.
And a lot of these artists that were we were flying in George Lamond,
Yeah.
Don Chesina, Evie Queen,
We've flown in.
Naija, Cynthia,
Even
Coro,
hip hop artists like Smith and Wesson.
Smith and Wesson,
What?
Mobb Deep. They
Yo.
almost got the ass beat.
Well, we had fun at Silhouettes.
Silhouettes.
Silhouette.
Yeah,
Silhouettes.
Silhouettes,
right.
Yes.
You guys.
Oh
That
my
was his
God.
staircase in the basement, in the bottom.
Yeah.
There's only one problem with this whole situation.
Which one?
I'm gonna
Beat up?
tell you. I'm gonna tell you
Queens beat
exactly.
up?
Oh my
The
God.
problem with this situation is
No
this.
more drinks.
You ready? My brother knows me. There's no ice in my cup.
There's no-
I need more ice.
You need to start drinking that water right there.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm not
please.
drinking no water. Water, fish piss and water. I need vodka. All right, here we go.
I'm the designated driver, thank God.
Oh, shut up. So anyways, we're gonna have some fun tonight. But anyways,
While we're here, any other questions you guys
No,
want?
No, we got
absolutely.
questions. Yeah, but we
we
good. Don't worry
run
about
them
it.
down, bro. Run them down.
But
B-roll. B-roll.
Are you gonna finish your answer to the beatdown?
No.
No. You
No.
done with that?
What?
No.
No.
Whoa. What'd
No.
you ask?
These people are still alive.
No. Ask me again.
Leave it alone.
You sure?
Yeah, bro.
Leave it alone.
That's
So,
my brother. I got
how's
it.
We're talking about unity.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
about unity, bro. We're not trying to make enemies.
So how's your record collection?
Record collection.
You still have them?
All right, we kept the important ones.
Okay.
But we got rid of most of them.
We had
It was a lot,
a
man.
2-car garage full of vinyl. Full of vinyl.
Damn.
We went through it, all of it.
So who got that vinyl?
We digitalized all of it, MP3'd it.
I'll tell you in a minute. We did, like he said, we transferred it all into digital so that we have them.
Album clean.
Correct.
Edits, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the
everything.
B-side, which is the
Right.
dub and the
Right.
instrumental.
Right.
All
On the
that
freestyle
shit.
record, especially.
stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's a
We
lot of
did
those.
all that, and then we ended up selling it.
Yeah.
How much you sell them for?
It was like $1 a piece.
Oh my god.
God, I wish I was around.
Oh yeah, I'm about to
So
flip
he's
this
on, I
table.
think, what, 18,000 you on?
Something like that.
I'm on 17, 18,000.
No way.
Still got it.
We still got records.
And we always
Oh
go back
my
and forth
God.
because he always tells me I'm crazy because I have mines in alphabetical
yeah,
order.
mine's not.
I wish I would have known you. I would have retired off of you.
Absolutely.
I would have put my kids through college because of you.
And I would have been there spending,
Yeah.
spending the rent money.
We got too many. We got too many. For collectors.
Right. And that's what we do now. I collect a lot of records.
For collectors, it's good because you can store them.
Right.
But when you're like constantly rolling around, moving these
Right.
things,
No, it gets a hassle, right?
them
No.
shits are heavy,
I
man.
mean, a lot of records here, these are second or third editions.
Right.
So these don't get open.
Right.
So I have the actual original.
That's actually something you can't see. Can you see it on the camera?
No, you can't see these on camera.
But
No. You see
some-
these.
You can
yeah.
see these, yeah.
Like stuff like this. This is actually I'm starting to collect these now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
There's a website I go to that they sell a lot of these.
Right.
Of course, it's not original print like you said,
right, right.
but
It's the second or third edition.
because our originals, we wouldn't be able to do this anyway because we were using them so much. Man, the corners were
Yeah,
bent
yeah.
out, scratched.
Big
Oh,
time.
Dude, we abused our stuff, man.
No,
we
no,
were
yeah.
everywhere.
A
We
lot
were
of-
everywhere.
A lot of static on the record.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Constantly cleaning, constantly cleaning. Don't ever use your finger to clean the tip of the
Right,
needle.
right.
We did it anyway, but you're never
do it.
supposed to
Still
do
do it.
that.
Yeah,
Still
we
do
did. Yeah, we did.
I still do that
To do
shit.
it.
But yeah, we tape quarters to the
Yep.
nickels to the
and
top.
pennies, yeah, absolutely.
Just to get the weight down on it. It was crazy. You know, back in the day, just
I just want to shout out P1 Vodka again, bro.
Yo, P1, they're getting their love today.
Yo.
We're going to talk about
Facts.
this.
yeah, they
P1.
They getting love.
Bro,
They love
I'm
today.
about to move back to Orlando and work for P1.
Yo,
bro.
see those turntables over there?
P1 is good.
Back in the day, we would take, we'd be in like DJ battles. We were in a bunch of DJ battles as well.
Oh, yeah, big
It
time.
must be a brother thing because we had two brothers in here.
Yeah.
I think it was last week.
It was last week.
Panic Production. They were out in the late 90s.
Nice.
And they both were battle DJs as well.
Yeah.
They were club DJs, you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They also were, and they had 4 turntables. They had the 4 turntables as well. I don't think they did shoulder shit, but
Well, there was other things we did too, but we would take. Some of you young listeners, man, are gonna bug out on this. We would take a roll of masking tape, full,
Okay.
right, brand new, put it on the turntable. Take the record off, put it on the turntable,
Right.
Then put the record upside down on that masking tape,
Okay.
center it, then take the needle off the arm, turn it around upside down,
Unscrew it out.
and then put it back
Put
in.
it upside down and put it back in and screw it in.
And then take the weight and put the weight as far out as possible so it would go up.
for the
Right.
balance.
Right.
And then we would put it underneath. Now, also, by doing this, the records don't, the groove doesn't go in, it comes out.
Right, so you have to put
go
it in the middle of the record.
so that it comes out. So,
Okay.
and then that's how you would get the
So they did the first phase.
backwards.
That was phase.
The,
back
reverse.
then.
The reverse.
Yeah.
And then on the other one, on the other side, we would start scratching to the. All right, now, so think of all that work to get that, and now on a DJ controller, you just click and it goes backwards.
Click a button.
You just
No tape, no nothing.
You just
Well,
flick
what
a
about
switch.
that with the phase? You can lift
Hold
the
on,
actual record and just move it and you're still scratching now.
Right. with
I'm
the
gonna go
face,
into a
right.
quick story for DJs.
I got phase too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into a quick story for DJs. It's a short story. My brother and I were very hesitant, just like I'm sure you guys were. I'm speaking to the DJs. I know you guys were hesitant
He's
to
slurring.
switch
He's slurring.
from shut up from vinyl to digital. A lot of DJs were very hesitant.
Right. Right.
They didn't want to go to Serato. They wanted to keep playing vinyl,
Right.
which was cool. We were right there with you. My brother and I don't care about digital. I don't care about Serato.
We fought it. We fought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fought
I'm
you.
still fighting.
DJ. I don't care about all these software. I want vinyl. I want to put it on the turntable, put the needle on it, and I want to scratch it right there.
Right.
Everybody, a lot of DJs were real hesitant with that. So were we. Trust me, we were. But unfortunately, the digital world invented one thing that we could not get around and we could not make an excuse for, and it helped us immensely.
Okay.
All right, now, before I'm not gonna say it yet, but before I say it, I just want you to know this is how we DJ'd. And I'm sure it was just like you guys or anybody who DJ'd. You didn't really want on the turntable on the Technique 1200s. You didn't want to go past one, maybe two.
2 down, 2 up.
Two down, two up.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
You didn't wanna
and-
go-
and even worse, down. You really
Right,
don't
right,
want to
right,
go
yeah.
slow. You
Yeah.
try to at
Right,
least
because
go
you
up.
know, the more you go down, the more.
Yeah, I know what
But
he's gonna say.
that's how you started DJ in the beginning, remember? Look
Correct.
at him go,
And you would do that. And yeah, no, I
Turn the
remember
leg.
days where I with my finger.
What was that music called back then in the South?
Oh, screw.
Screw, the screw music.
Yeah.
That was doing
Exactly.
screw music before it came out.
Chop
Chop
the
the screw.
screw.
Chop
There
the
you
screw.
go. That's
Chop
that
screw.
Texas,
Yeah, yeah.
Houston.
That was doing that way before.
Yes, sir.
Use your finger.
I love these. These guys are cool. They know their history. Anyway, so you didn't want to go past.
I know what he's gonna say.
You didn't want to go near two. Either way, because if you go down, it's slurring, or if you go up, you sound like the chipmunks.
Chipmunks. Yeah.
Right. But they invented the tempo. What was it called?
Key lock.
Key
bro.
lock.
Key lock.
Key
The
lock.
key lock
Have-
tempo.
have
Oh,
another-
the 12, the
have
1210s, I think it was.
Have another
12
drink.
came out.
Have another drink.
It was the
The
10s.
12, yeah, the 1210s
It was the
that came
10s.
out.
It was the 10s.
Yeah.
And when that came out
Yeah.
and someone presented it to us,
That key lock was a great feature.
we were like, nah. When they presented it, I was like,
Oh, shit.
wow. Now that opened up instead of going into one crate to mix records,
Right.
we could go now.
You can double up now.
we could go down
Right.
3, 4, 6,
Or double time your records.
Thank
Right.
you.
64 to double time it.
128.
108, yeah.
Yeah.
So because that opened up our library to different mixes, now we can mix like a house record, like a Pitbull record.
Right.
It's 20,
110, 112, yeah.
down
110 and
to
22.
exactly.
Yeah.
So because of that, we were like,
Yeah, that was a good feature.
I looked at my brother and I was like,
When they first came out with it, I mean,
Right.
now
Yeah, yeah.
it's almost standard. But
Right.
Yeah.
back then, it was like, what?
Wow. What the fuck is this? Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
this
you don't
is a
get
while
the
ago.
chipmunk sound?
Right.
And I was like, why? So you can turn up the pitch,
All that. All the
but
way.
you don't change the
key.
actual the key,
Key
the
to
song.
Right.
That's great. It was a great feature, man.
We cannot do that on a turntable, no matter how hard we try.
Yeah. No, it's not happening.
So
So when you're DJ now, you
at that point, that's when my brother and I were like, all right, dude, we need to
Gotta
go. ahead. We got no choice. We got to go.
What you say?
I was saying nowadays you DJ turntables, the digital turntables. Or
Yeah, we do both. We
do both? Okay.
Controllers,
Right.
turntables.
Most of the time,
What do you
though,
prefer, though, controller or turntable?
well, the controller we use when we're
At the station?
more mobile.
Mobile? Okay.
Stuff.
The controller's easier.
Just carrying those
You
turntables.
don't need no
Right,
friends. You just carry yourself.
It's much easier, but the turntables,
It's the feel.
I'm more relaxed with the turntables.
Yeah, and if you know, back in the day when and we can tell you stories. You guys might have stories like this too. Back in the day when we was all vinyl,
Right.
you had to be careful about like when you're doing an outdoor event
Oh.
because wind,
Especially out here.
wind
Will
will
push
push,
the
the
needle.
needle across, and then sunlight.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen those the wax.
Warp the
Warp?
wax. Yeah.
You've-
I used to hate buying shit from New York. Coming out here and it was warm already. was like, yo, how the fuck
Right.
we have to eat? Where the mailman left my shit at?
Yeah.
Right.
You had a record warp on the turntable with you?
Right.
No, I
As
got
we
the
were
shipment.
spinning.
Got the shipment. And remember, we in
Did it?
school. We in school.
Yes.
Yes, we in school.
Wow.
You get the package come in because remember we had to order records.
Dude, who you talking about, man?
We used to order records from
Happened to us
East Street
many
records, stuff like that.
times. Yeah.
You get the record, you in school all day. Oh, we that time they're in school when I'm coming from work. You get home in your box, you open your box and your shit's walked
Oh,
already.
warped the hell out.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
We tried everything. We got glass plates that we would put.
They have new shit out there though.
All right, to try to put it on, and it would,
It'll
the
work?
weight, the sunlight gets
Right.
through the glass, but the weight of the glass,
flatten it out,
but
yeah.
it would flatten it out. The glue
Yeah,
was
yeah,
no
yeah.
good. We
Didn't
tried
work.
everything to try to fix it.
It didn't work.
Damn.
Had to buy new ones. That's all we could do is buy
Hard
another
time.
one.
Hard time. Nowadays, you just log right into your laptop.
Yeah.
If your file gets corrupted and you download a new one.
We left a crate of records in the car.
Oh, forget about overnight. Oh, forget about
That's
it.
the worst.
So now we graduated all the way up to bald-headed, chubby,
Dad bod.
middle-aged, married kids, and we're having some fun. And
The new,
still-
the new episode of Married with Children.
hey, and quick advice. If you can do something, we've been blessed. I'm not going to lie. We've been extremely blessed. If you can do something that could support your family, savings, your kids, prepare you for the future financially, and do all the things that you do. If you can do all of that from something that you did as a kid,
From something that you love that you would do for free.
that you did for free, and you're able to continue that and support your family and everything around you,
30 plus years.
Yeah.
you are a blessed person because that's a rare thing that you're able to actually make a living off of something that you would do for absolutely free because you enjoy
A lot of
it.
people stuck in cubicles and offices
Right,
that
right.
wish, they strum guitars or they do this and they wish they could do it, but
or
they
they're
don't.
forced into a
Because
job
they got to pay the bills.
that they don't want to do, and
It's tough, man.
we were doing this for free, and we've been blessed. So, thank you.
So, what advice you give to any inspired DJs right now? Any upcoming DJs coming up? As you've been in the scene for over 30 years.
Learn how to edit video. Because it's all about branding and YouTube and
tell you exactly what-
Spotify.
I'll tell
and
you exactly what you need to
it's
do.
all digital, son. So learn the digital world
Well,
because
yeah.
that's where it's all at right now.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
If
But-
you're not
but-
an influencer,
Right.
you're not gonna make money.
Nah, but
But
these
what
young
about
kids.
I'm talking about the DJs.
Yeah,
I'm talking about,
exactly.
You know, it's a DJ right now who's probably 16, 17 years old, is watching this video. And it's like, how I'm going to make this into a career.
I'm gonna tell you
You know,
exactly.
for
what
Want
some
to
you
do it,
need
Rick?
I'll tell you exactly what you need.
Do
to
it, Rick.
You're not gonna. You may not. You may think, nah, I'm not gonna do. Sign up and learn how to play an instrument. Learn how to play an instrument: a guitar, a piano, a trumpet. I don't care what it is. A horn.
I'm gonna put us out there.
Learn
play.
an
I
instrument.
used to
My-
play.
You used to play instruments, right?
My brother and I
We're in the band.
okay.
Yeah,
It's called middle school. It's called middle.
it's called middle school, but back then it was called junior
It was
high.
called junior high.
We used to go to
All right,
junior.
we went through
Walker.
1 through 6 was elementary. 7, 8, 9
Junior high school.
was junior
was
high.
junior high.
And then 10, 11,
10,
12.
11, 12 was high
It
school.
was only 3 grades in high
So
school at
in-
that time.
In middle school, Ray played. Actually, he was really dope. My brother was better than me. Dope. Only at that time. After that, it was all me. But anyways, at that time, Ray was playing trombone, the tuba, and played the what was
Baritone.
that? Baritone. I was just a trumpeter. But because of those years in band, learning measures, beats,
Right.
learning pitch.
Learn how to read
And write
music
music. Read and write
because
music.
you need to
Yeah.
learn the measures of the songs. A typical chorus is 32 counts, which could be broke down into 8 counts, which could be broken down into 8 4 counts.
Correct.
That's
know?
like the mathematic Rakim did on his records before.
Correct.
Takes
Now-
4 MCs at a
now-
time.
That's exactly right.
Now there's a secondary.
In a line.
There's
8 more. They think they can rhyme. And I would be here all day, Rock.
there's a secondary reason why I would say learn an instrument, learn how to read and write music.
Yeah.
because not only is that going to help you mixing, but the DJ profession has evolved. It's not just about spinning records. The top DJs in the world are producers. They create their own songs. Calvin Harris, David Guetta, I mean, all these guys.
Yeah.
They produce and make beats. They make songs.
DJ Khaled.
Khaled also.
Right.
Nasty. Shout out to all the DJs they're like DJ / producers now.
Right.
And if you're gonna create music, you need to learn how to read, write. You need to be able to think 4/4 time, 3/4 time.
Yeah.
You know, you need to understand measures and all that stuff. So just learn that first.
Okay.
Then get into DJing and get into not only mixing but producing. You can go on YouTube and learn how to scratch and mix all day, but
Right.
to read and write music is something you have to actually physically do.
Right. Learn it.
Yeah.
You have to actually
Yeah.
get your hands on it and learn it.
If
So,
you want to be
if you want to really stick out, that's how you do it.
no. If you want to be a real good DJ, you really want to be good at your craft, do what he said.
Right.
That's extreme. Now, if you want to be popular and you want to make money, branding.
Well, yeah,
I think both. You need both.
Yeah, nowadays
I
you
think you need
definitely
both.
need both. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
it's all about branding.
We talked about this the last time. We had Eddie B. Swift here. And he said one thing that stuck out in the whole conversation. You would never, nowadays, you would not find a DJ no more than 5 years, probably. Maybe 10. You know, now you talk about, we've been DJing 30 years, 35 years.
No
Some
doubt.
people 40 years.
Yeah.
You would never get that no more.
No.
This generation right now is a
In and
population shit.
out. Yeah, in and out.
You
True.
know?
It's
So
true.
It's, in and out. It's like the music nowadays. It's
Yeah.
in and out. So, but there might be a handful that might stick it out more than 5 years.
Maybe.
You know, maybe with us doing this podcast, they will understand that where they could go.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because
Right,
they're hearing
right,
it from legends.
Learn-
You know,
learn
hearing
to
from
play.
the OGs. You know, about how they started. You know, maybe have friends, had no friends carrying records.
Yeah.
Because those kids were fucking heavy. Those turntables were heavy.
Everything.
And we were skinny motherfuckers back then, dude. We didn't have no muscle.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. No doubt.
But again, if anybody has any pictures, video, any recordings of us on the radio,
Yeah, send it to us. We'll put the email up and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
absolutely.
Hey guys, let me ask y'all a question. How many people ask you questions?
Some dude they tried, but we
Sometimes
tell you what,
yeah,
we're interviewing you.
I gotta interview you. One question. What was one of the most embarrassing or some kind of shocking or a memorable moment that you had either during an interview or if you were out at a club on location?
like, did somebody give you an
I
answer that
I
you were
can't
like,
talk
what?
about-
Something that was really like you're like, oh
I
my
got
God.
a funny
We
story.
got a funny one, the Miami one.
No, I got that one, but I got another one too.
So the-
I need one from each one of you.
Well, we were together. We were
Yeah,
together,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we experienced it
All right,
together.
what happened? Talk to break
So,
it down.
all right, so one time at Silhouettes, right?
Okay. Already, you know this is gonna be a bad story, all right? Because it starts off as silhouettes.
So I'm talking on the mic, whatever, hyping the people up,
All right.
yada yada yada, talking, right?
What a great club that was,
Right.
man.
So at this time, Clay D had already taken over. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys remember, Clay D put a wall of speakers.
Yeah.
But tutti frutti, get on the floor if you got that booty.
Right. That's another OG. Shout out to the legend Clay D. Right. So talking on the mic or whatever. So Howard Ringer comes over, right? He's like, yo, I got this party. You gonna remember this shit now. I got this party coming up, right? Can you promote it real quick? Of course, it's H. Ringer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
right?
the man.
Right. So
He's laughing already because he don't.
I get up there, I start promoting Howard's party, right?
No doubt. Howard's the man.
You know what happens? Clay D goes into the break room and shuts the power off to the club. Everything just went black. Music.
Wait, he had some kind of beef with Howard?
No, he just felt disrespected that we was promoting somebody else's spot
God.
when he was taking over
He just
Silhouettes.
bought Silhouettes.
He had just bought Silhouettes.
Oh, he
Right.
flipped the breakers
The
off.
breakers off. And then he came upstairs while the breakers was off, right? And told us, yo, don't ever do that again. This, and this. You know, doing what our owner
Bro,
does, right?
one
Wait. Let him finish.
10 seconds is like a lifetime.
yeah.
No, 2 seconds is a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my
Go
God.
ahead,
Right.
finish.
He
So-
flipped off the
He
breakers.
flipped off the breaker. Then he comes upstairs and talks to us, and then he goes back downstairs, and then he turned the damn breakers back on.
Which, by the way, to get from there to
That was a long step.
that's a long walk up
Right.
and a long walk back. That's
Right.
a lot of
No,
dead air.
he-
Because at
did
that time,
not.
before they put the booth on the stage, it was in the corner, by the stairs.
And
The DJ
everybody's
booth.
just
Yeah, upstairs in the
Upstairs.
see, we
Yeah.
were
There
there.
was
You
a
were
balcony,
still
the
up.
balcony,
You were
the
DJing
old
that
school
spot.
balcony.
And everybody's
Close to
just
balcony.
looking up at you like,
Mezzanine.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
it's our fault. Right, absolutely.
and nobody's looking at like Clay D flip the breaker. No,
No,
they're
they don't
looking
know
at the
that. They're
DJ
looking
like,
at us.
Yeah.
What'd you guys blow?
what the fuck are you doing?
Something
cutting
was
these
blowing,
up?
but it wasn't that.
It was.
I was having a good time, and then you shut off the music.
Yep. That was embarrassing as hell.
Wow.
But shout out to Clay D, man.
That's the one.
did a lot
And
for
then the
us, too.
Miami.
How about you, kid?
So together we in Miami, and how could I be down?
Yep.
We go to a party. I think Luke is promoting.
Luke, yep. Yeah,
So you know we
talked
you know
about
we
this
young.
with, with Five Venoms.
You did right?
Yeah.
So we young. We know we're in the young 20s and stuff like that. We had the camcorder, the big camcorders. You know,
Right.
VCR
On the
shit.
shoulder.
So
Very
we go in the
big.
club, and I'm on top of the speakers with the camera and stuff
There-
like that.
there-
And all
there's
you hear is pop, 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 pop.
But it was a
So we
Luke
jump.
party. It was a Luke party.
right?
No.
It was like, okay, so what happened was Luke was on stage doing what Luke does with the
Right.
girls, right?
the
No
girls.
doubt.
He had Tyson Beckford on the
On
stage,
stage.
Oh.
sitting in a chair,
Mr. Model.
right,
Very
with the
model.
girls doing what they do.
Aight. Our body contest.
Akinelli,
Akinelli was on stage.
Put it in your mouth.
Exactly.
Akinelli and Old Dirty had a beef backstage.
Yeah, they had problems.
They had a problem
I
backstage.
didn't know that.
Right. So then the shootout
That shit
happens.
happens.
Place
And all you
clears
see
out.
is my hand up with the camera.
What club was this?
Oh, I can't remember.
Was it strawberries?
No, it was on the corner.
It wasn't a corner.
I know it was a corner.
Was it Cameo?
No, it wasn't
Cameo.
Cameo.
Cameo was in
It wasn't.
Washington.
It wasn't a big spot.
Cameo was in Washington, isn't it?
Cameo was on
Yeah.
Washington, but it was on the corner. I don't remember what it was. But that was a. And at that time it was the whole.
Wow.
I think it was
And there-
98.
there was
98
a-
was, I think it was.
And there was a shootout.
Casanova?
No, I'm talking about the club. The year was 98.
The year no.
Was this
Was
on
it
South
96,
Beach
I
or
think.
in Miami?
in South Beach.
South Beach.
Wow.
Like 96. Because I still got my badge. Yeah.
Maybe it was 12:35 or something.
I don't know.
No, no,
I,
no.
I know it was on the corner.
I know what it was, but
Oh.
I know where it was, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
What happens if you come off? You don't remember. You might remember. There's the 195 bridge that goes north Miami Beach. Then the 395 bridge that goes to South Beach, and it's right
Fifth
off the
Ave.
395. You go down before you get to Washington or Collins. You go
Oh
It's in the
yeah.
corner. It was in the
left,
corner.
and it's right on the corner.
With
in the
that
corner.
pink, with that pink neon light
Yes.
around the top of it.
Yes.
What was
Yes.
that place called?
It was a
I
corner.
forgot the name
It
of
definitely
that
was a
club.
corner that had like a neon light.
I
Yeah.
totally
Passion?
drawn blank.
I
Or
don't remember the name of it.
Well, yeah, we definitely don't remember the name.
I remember on the other side there was Ambrosia, but
Yeah.
that side I totally forgot.
Yeah, we don't remember the name.
But that club was popping, and Luke was always there.
yeah,
Yeah,
so- but you know, Luke did his thing. Then the shootout happened. The shit cleared out. Somebody got shot. You know what I mean? And it was a whole big mess. And
that happened.
it was fun times. It was
that
fun
never
times.
happens.
It was fun
That never
times.
happens in hip hop.
You know, that's what I love about hip hop. You know what I love about hip hop? We talk about a shootout and say fun times.
Yeah, fun times.
Ain't that crazy?
And everybody else will be like, "Damn, that's pretty depressing."
You got in the shootout?
No, that's fun time. Fun times.
You know, and another thing too, getting into hip hop itself, and I know you guys are very focused on hip hop. Rich hinted at it earlier. When they created this station, all right, hip hop, the urban scene
Right.
No doubt.
had never really been solidified citywide. It would always been relegated to the AM stations.
Right.
What was it, 1280?
Yeah.
Something like that.
QAM and all.
It was always
10 wins.
yeah. It was always like AM stuff. But when 102 Jams came out, man, it was really a big
deal.
stereophonic music, FM signal with urban the number one, okay, let me put it this way. And we know because we had privy to the information. The number one radio station in Orlando
Yeah.
for 10, 15 years. It was to the
crazy.
point where they didn't even bother with the ratings, was K92, country,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
K92. Then when 102 Jams came, we were the first station to dethrone that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how much of a shift
There was.
in this city. There was just a huge tidal
Well, that's the
wave.
same way that,
Right.
like back in New York, Kiss FM.
Yeah,
Kiss
exactly.
FM and WBLS.
Yeah.
Correct.
Then you have party at 103
Correct.
something that came up with the house music and the
K-
freestyle
was it
music.
KTU?
Yeah.
No, it was KTU.
No,
was it?
Kiss.
No, it was you had Kiss and WBLS.
And WBLS.
And then
Correct.
comes one. I think it was 103 party, something like that. It was called 103 something.
Okay.
When you had now
1035?
135. Before Flex, 103.5.
Correct.
Stuff like that.
This is
the house
before
music-
Flex got
Before
out.
Flex. And you had, it was all house music and freestyle.
Yes.
A little bit of rap. That's about it.
Right.
Jungle
And-
Brothers,
right, exactly.
all
And
that.
then-
yeah, man.
Then it went to hip hop
KTU.
when they
No.
changed over to
Hot 97.
Yeah.
Well,
The same thing out basically out here was, you had, like you said, the K92,
Correct.
and you had, now it comes on 102 Jams.
yo, K92 was so strong. That country's the music, it is what it is. That all the other stations, if they fought for number 2. If you were number 2, you considered your number 1.
Right, right.
Because there's just no way to beat that station.
Right.
And 102 Jams came along, and again, shout out to Duff, shout out to Cedric, Eric D, and all the staff there, and shout out to Beasley for taking a chance and investing in that signal.
Right.
And we turned this whole city on its ass,
upside down.
man.
Yeah, sure.
And like you guys said on this podcast, the signal went to Tampa,
Tampa,
and to Daytona. We weren't even talking about all the stories we got, all the spring break at the
Breaks,
zoo.
The real spring breaks.
Man, the things that we would do.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm a married man. I can't speak.
can't talk
I was a virgin.
That was before. That was before married. Before
I was.
a long time.
I was
But
a
man, it
virgin.
was
I think it was twice as nice though.
exactly.
I wasn't that nice. I was not that nice.
But 102 Jams we were lucky that we had such a strong signal that, man, it was just everywhere. We were doing a nightclub in Melbourne.
Wow.
That
Cocoa Beach.
That they treated us like celebrities. Yo, it's the twins from Orlando. They look okay. In Orlando, we would look at like, New York is like where it's from.
Where it's at, right.
But Melbourne was looking at Orlando
Like that.
Like, yo, y'all from Orlando, man.
right.
Damn.
yeah, it was pretty good.
Bananas, man.
You want to go into some games?
What's some names? So the first game we got is called "The Choice Is Yours."
All right.
So
You can get with this.
you can get with
with that.
So somebody books you for the same day.
Right?
All right.
It's the same bag.
All right.
If they choose as a house party, a corporate party, or a club, what are you choosing?
I know what I already got an answer.
I got an answer.
Club.
Why?
I don't have to bring nothing but my backpack.
Fuck that corporate.
Why?
Why?
Because those motherfuckers got bank.
No, it's the same bag. It's the same bag.
Same bang.
Same bank?
Same
You
bag.
get same,
Yep.
same.
They already
Same
took
amount.
care of that,
I took
dude.
care.
All of them
See,
make the same money.
If it's all the same bank,
Not listening.
because I was gonna say corporate got the money.
No, it's same
but
bag.
if it's all the same money,
Yeah.
house.
How?
Why?
Because it's intimate. I get to interact with the
What did
people.
he say?
I get to, fuck this guy at the
Bing
club.
bang.
He wants to be- he wants
I'd
to
rather
be-
be in a place with bouncers.
He wants to be the booth all
I don't know what he's thinking about.
he wants to be in the booth all isolated. Me, I want to
I don't wanna
be
isolated.
I want to be in the house, drinking, rubbing shoulders.
He's talking shit.
I'm like, come on up here, baby. Woo!
Okay. So now lean to that question.
See, this is what happens when. Hey, by the way, this is what happens when you're twins. All right, he wants to be different because we're always the same.
But okay,
Nah,
so
man.
twins.
Wants to be in a club.
Now,
Talk to me.
Tomorrow, say let's go late 90s. All right.
All right,
no,
late 90s.
no. Early 90s. Early 90s. Let's go
Okay,
Early 90s.
okay.
All right. Y'all twins. Okay.
Respect.
I mean, well, back then, now you can tell yourself apart. But
We got
back
no
then,
choice.
No choice, right?
We're twins.
Did you ever do the switch thing with the girls?
The switcheroo?
Did you do shit?
I have no.
Switch.
I have no. I don't recall any. I have no recollection of any of that ever happening.
This is the first time I want to speak on this.
We did switch classes in
Classes,
school.
okay, school, okay.
We did it in
that.
high school.
We had the nameplate
The
belts.
belts, yeah.
Remember those?
With the diamonds?
Hey.
With the diamonds?
We just
I'm gonna shake this guy.
switch belts.
I'm gonna shake his hand real quick. I'm gonna tell you the truth. We did.
We did, okay.
Yeah, we did. I don't care.
Now I know why the liquor's here.
No.
That's the reason why I shook his hand.
It's not.
He
It's
get-
not. It's not. That's.
I'm only kidding.
It's part of the question. So.
He gave me the liquor, loosened me up, and I'm like, yeah. I don't care. Your wife is gonna hate me. I don't
Right.
care. I don't give a fuck.
But this
My-
is, again, this is 90s. This is early 90s.
Yeah, yeah,
89,
before
99.
marriage.
Before-
no marriage, no kids, nothing.
We were never married.
Nah.
Oh yeah, we switched.
I
We
got
switched.
married in '95.
So in '94,
I've been married
So in 94.
27 years.
Right, in
In
94.
94.
In 94.
we switched. In '94.
I dated for a year before I married her.
Or 93, 93.
In '93,
Right, right.
We switched classes.
December of '93.
December.
Of '93.
December.
See, look at what's going on
This
here.
is why I love this motherfucker right here. Oh, yeah, in December '93, we switched. We switched.
We're gonna skip that question. We're gonna skip that one.
No.
He just
I'm
answered
gonna say it.
He just answered it.
It's all good.
We
man.
switched people, classes, asses. Man, we switched all kinds of shit. Yeah,
Well,
we did.
salute to y'all.
Yeah, salute to y'all. Yeah, salute to y'all. Absolutely.
I ain't mad. Nah, that's for me.
Right.
All right, what we got?
So on Bank 7, we're gonna play some samples.
Okay.
All right.
So give me the name of the sample. Give us the name of the artist or the name of the song who used it.
I should have
used it?
studied. I should have
so
studied.
not the original sample, just who used it, who sampled it.
Some samples are being used by multiple people, but we're looking for the ones that you should know.
All right, we'll see if we recognize him.
All right, let's go, LS.
Hold on, let me take another drink, and then we'll recognize him.
Rich.
Hold on.
let's
You
go.
want to take a
Aight.
sip?
Well, shout out to
LS?
LS, man.
L to the S.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't ready for that.
Let's go.
Stop that. Who used that sample?
Who used that sample?
Dun, dun, dun.
Sounds like
Sounds like some pheromone shit, some
No,
black stuff
almost.
shit, but it's not.
Sounds like it.
play it one more time. I got it.
What is it?
I have no fucking idea.
I'm drawing a blank.
You drawing a blank? All right, play the
Play
song.
it.
Let's play.
Ah,
Oh, come on.
Hey,
touch some other hits, cause I die for money.
That's
What?
a big song. Big song. All right,
That
so
was
second
big,
one,
though.
next
next
one.
one.
Oh, that's
Stop.
Yaz.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, but
That's yes, but who used
who
it?
used it?
Shit, didn't Mobb Deep use that one?
No.
Oh no, that was Weird Science.
That was weird.
That was Weird Science. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
on
Weird
it.
Science.
They did use it, but
And they also used the
They slowed it down. I remember that song.
Come on, you know this.
You guys know. You have to know.
We
Play
are
one more time.
slipping.
Play one more time.
See, we're so old. We know
Stop.
the original.
situation, yes.
That's it. That's the song. Yeah, but who used the sample?
Who used it?
Come on, you know this.
You got. Once we play this,
You gonna be like,
It's
You're gonna be
that's
over.
gonna be an oh
Just say
shit.
it's over.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an oh shit
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Play the original. We don't got it.
Go ahead, play it. Oh yeah.
Try yes.
There you go. There you go.
Aprovecha.
That's
Esa loca.
If I had my head on hip hop, I was
Dale,
thinking,
We're going everywhere. Come on.
We're going everywhere.
This is the.
You got me on that one.
DJs right here.
Yeah.
Y'all
Next
got me on that
give
one.
me another one now.
go
I
next
gotta
one, next
redeem
one, next
myself.
Right about now, it takes two raw bass
Hold on.
and easy rock.
No, nope, you're wrong.
No.
You're wrong.
No
Yeah, go.
way.
Come on, you're DJ.
The
Hear one more-
original?
Just hear it. No,
No,
hear
not
this
the
one now.
original. Who
Here's
used
the-
it?
Who used this
All right,
sample?
let it play.
Let it play real
Let
quick.
it play it again.
Not that part.
Not that part.
All right, that. No, let it play. Let it
Let it
play.
play.
Hold up, wait a minute. I wanna rock right
Right
now.
now, stop. Who used that sample? And I'm gonna tell you the history about this that a lot of teachers don't know about this.
Right. You guys know this one too.
What the fuck?
Was that a Miami bass record?
Yeah.
No.
Was it? Yes.
It
was Miami?
Yeah, it's Miami.
Yeah.
It was Miami. That voice. There's that voice. that female voice.
Yeah.
Supersonic.
No.
No, that's not JJ.
Play the
Fad.
song.
Fuck.
This is what.
Watch.
Stop.
Obviously, that's Luke.
The female though.
No, but the I
female.
Wanna Rock.
female,
I
that's
Wanna
So,
Rock.
right.
It's
So,
not Trina,
listen to me. No. Listen to me. So it takes two. A
right?
sample from James Brown.
Okay.
Okay. Now there was a group, like a girl, female, that came out to diss Bob Bass, and she came out with that song "I Wanna Rock."
Right?
Luke sampled her voice for the record "I Wanna Rock." Listen to it one more time. Play the sample.
Play it again.
Yeah,
Sample,
sample. They play
And that's when it stops.
right here.
Wait a minute. I wanna rock right.
Remember, you hear the voice when I play Luke's record.
Play the loop, John.
Watch.
I Wanna Rock.
people thought they were speeding up.
Rock
I
bass.
want to rock right bass.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was
a female.
her.
It was her.
Right.
It was her.
Wow.
Wow.
What was her name?
It should be on the program. It's on top.
It's not Trina.
No, it's not Trina. No. ID. Yeah.
Who was it?
ICJ.
ICJ.
ICJ. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow, we learned
So she
something.
dissed Rob Bass, and then her I Wanna Rock was sampled from
That's
this
crazy.
Right.
Yeah. So people always thought, even myself,
I
always
thought that too.
It was
Rob Bass.
Rob Bass getting
Yeah.
sampled.
No.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Now Little Vert, you sample Rob Bass.
Right.
Yo,
Yeah,
you
he
guys,
was on
you
the
guys are no joke with the research. I won't be surprised if you come up with some like, when I was like 12 years old, I did this, and I was like, what?
Got one more?
Right for the next one?
Give me another one. Give me another one.
Give me,
It's the last
yeah,
one.
yeah, keep it going, keep it going.
Listen to it. Listen to it.
Yes. Let's go.
All right, stop it.
You can't front on the
Next.
Isley Brothers.
That's
Okay.
the Isley, bro. Okay.
To
I
all
see
the
brother, right.
ladies in the place.
It's not that's the sample I'm looking for. Remember, listen to the sample. Listen to the sample.
Do it
And
again.
again. Listen to it. Listen to it.
Ray,
Stop.
keep going, Ray.
It's not big.
It's not big. It's not big. Who else you got?
No.
It's not big. Big did use it, but we're not
Big did use it,
Yes,
but
without-
somebody
without-
before him?
something after him.
After him. Ray, you
Because
got it?
remember, Big didn't use that part of sample. He used,
Ray,
he
you
used
got it?
That record.
No.
One more time. Let's see if we get this.
Do it one more time.
Right here, this part right here.
Go, 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 go.
Stop it. There's some New York shit right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit the record if you don't
Play
get
the
it.
record. Play the record.
Play a second.
Slow that record down, slow that record down.
Oh, no, that's it.
Stop it. That's what we can copyright. We can.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Right.
Jay-Z joint.
Jay-Z.
So Jay-Z and Beanie Siegel used that sample.
Get
so
out.
Biggie did use it for one of his records, but he used the beginning of when it first started.
Right.
It was actually in the middle of the record. So sometimes like, they use two records for one sample for two records. Something like
It's
that.
true, they do that a lot.
Yeah,
They do that a
especially
lot.
nowadays. It's stuff like
Wow. Nice.
Yo,
I'm feeling bad, man. We're flunking the test here.
yo.
That's all
We
right.
are not only totally
It's all fun and games. All
flunking,
fun and games.
we're totally not doing very good, but I gotta give props to you two guys. You guys know a lot more about hip hop than I ever even
And what's your story, bro?
That's family. That's
family,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
family.
family.
So, we
Now
have-
that's-
so there's four of us. There's actually K, which we
K.
call AK Smoke, because he's supposed to
AKA
fuck out of us.
Smoke, 'cause Lucky he's not here.
He's not here.
today.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we be eating
And then
Reese's-
Yeah.
we
me
be
come back
eating
with
peanut
the-
butter cups,
Yeah.
Kit Kats, you know.
Then LS, he does the sound. He's our back guy who looks at everything we do.
Nah.
Stuff like that. And then Mika Red used to be DJ partners back in the days in '93.
His name is not LS anymore.
There's not.
What's his name now?
Nope, his name is DJ Chiba, yo.
Chiba Chiba.
That's his name.
AKA Chiba.
Chiba,
That's a
yo.
new, that's a new nickname.
Chiba,
Chiba.
Chiba.
It was a
You
lot
ain't
of
getting the
fun, man.
butt. The
Right.
cheap. You get it.
Right,
You get
right.
it.
So he also
Yo,
does our shirts. He
I
does
love-
our shirts for us too.
As
So he does-
respect. I love the samples. I love the old school music. Yo, you guys.
All right, so we got
Thorough.
one more. We got one more.
One more
for
game.
you.
One more game.
Give me
You
one
want-
more. Give me one more. Come on, guys.
You want?
Okay.
You want?
One more
Do the
game.
card. Do the cards.
Right. So this is a card game called Lyrically Correct. I'm sure you've seen it all over.
I seen that. I
Social
seen
media,
I
stuff like
seen
that.
that.
Alright.
But
I seen it before.
we like this game. So if you want to pick it up, make sure you get it at you can probably Amazon or whatever it is. So we're
All right.
gonna pick 5 cards, 5 to 6 cards around there. Let's see what we got.
No
support
doubt. No doubt.
Independent people.
Independent company, right? Black owned independent.
Let's
company.
do it,
We
let's
support
do
our
it.
People. So, I'm gonna read the question. Some have multiple choice,
Read the question.
right? And then there's their lyrics to songs. So you got to finish the lyric.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the lyric.
Yeah.
Oh, let me take another drink before I do that.
All right. So what kind of superstar was Praz?
Ghetto.
There you go. This one they gonna fly.
They gonna
They
fly this
by
one,
these
yeah.
days.
Ghetto superstar.
Praz.
In fact, where did Ghetto Superstar, that hook, come from?
Shit, you gonna fuck me right now.
Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, Islands in the Stream.
There you go. You got
There you go. We're gonna get that now. Watch. We're gonna fuck
Islands
it up.
in the Stream.
What you
That
is
is what
what
we
we
are.
are. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where
they
Ghetto
stole- okay, they
Superstar
stole
came
the-
from.
What
That
you
hook.
The harmony. The harmony.
Yeah.
What you should have said was, "Who is the wackest rapper of all time?" You could, and I would have said, "Praz."
Dude. Relax.
The dude is terrible.
Richie Rich.
He's
I
terrible.
keep repeating his name so nobody confuses that with me.
Right. All right, so next one.
Terrible.
Check this out. If Nas and Lauryn Hill ruled the world, what would they do?
I tell you right now what would happen.
There you go.
Nas,
you got it.
Nas would educate.
love him, baby.
Nas would educate the entire world on how everyone should be equal, and Lauryn Hill would definitely do the same. But they both
What
would
song,
make sure
what song
that
is this?
Yeah.
Which record you played?
I don't
That-
know, man.
It's in his head.
He played,
Rich,
yo,
Rich.
he played the B-side.
Rich,
if I ruled the world,
Rich, I love you. Shut the fuck up. Let's go.
All right,
they
next
were
one.
both legalized marijuana. That's all.
That's for sure. So
They did that.
yeah, right. So how long does Janae want the DJ to play that song?
All night long.
There you go. All right.
Absolutely.
Good job, Rich.
He's on the roll right now. So what did Escape tell their dude to kick off?
Escape. I know that song too.
What did Escape tell their dude to kick off?
I hate
I'm not gonna
Escape.
get this.
Oh my
I
God.
hate them.
They had some good songs. They had
That's
some
some
good
great songs.
No, they had some good
Does
songs,
he have your
but,
boots?
but they were
Nah, I'm drawing a blank.
they were so ugly though.
His shoes. Kick off.
Kick off his
shoes,
shoes.
okay,
Relax
Pick
your
up your boots.
feet.
I'm a boot person,
Yeah,
so
boots. Yeah, he's
Right, correct.
thinking about boots over here.
Uh,
Only boots I know is from Dora.
Mine are from H-Town. Somebody knocking, rocking the boots.
Actually, I can relate to him because I have small little kids, and yeah, Dora, Boots, yeah,
Dora the Explorer.
it's pretty strange, but
All right,
It's a nice game. I like
Yeah,
that.
all right. It's pretty fun, especially when you're drinking.
who's drinking? I'm not drinking.
Right? But all right, so we're gonna go into a little debate that me and Junebug like to have
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
every week,
This,
right?
Every week we have a debate.
See where you guys stand.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
So
So, all right,
ahead,
kick it, go kick it.
All right, so
I'll do my little bit of water here.
we're gonna go off. We want to know what the best hip hop movie is. Now, what we mean by best hip hop movie is having hip hop elements in the movie.
You don't have to go any farther with me.
Let's go.
Okay.
B Street.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. B Street. There is no. Yo, eat your eggs before I break your legs.
Eat your eggs before I break your legs.
Now you know where your gallant talent comes from.
Right.
I like Beat Street was I have to say is number one. Wild
Pinnacle.
Style definitely
Pinnacle.
was big.
Okay.
But
Where's
you know what?
the-
Look, a
Wild
lot of people bag and make fun of the West Coast.
Electric
Breaking,
Boogaloo.
Turbo, Ozone.
I like breaking one.
but you know what?
Breaking two
I
and
like
three
Breaking
gotta
one.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, done.
2 and 3.
But
is
Breaking
fuck-
one?
Yeah. Breaking one. Yeah, I give
It's
it. I give
good,
it.
man.
Not
I
better
mean-
than B Street, but it was also good though.
No, but yeah, I want to at least give it an
No,
honorable
of course,
mention.
of course.
But I would say
Hey.
B Street, man. Ramo, come on, Ramo.
No.
Hey.
My favorite part of B Street is
When he died,
oh no, that hurt. So when they're in the abandoned building.
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I hope they've seen it.
watch
I
it.
hope they've seen it by now. But the favorite part of that movie is when he's in the abandoned building.
In the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, he's like, it's working.
Yeah.
It's working. And he's like,
it's a
"Fuck
funky
the people
beat."
in the house sitting here, you scream. If you
really came to party,
then let me hear
everybody
say
we came to party.
We came to party.
He's a fucking scratch.
Come on, clap.
Bro,
Let me hear you clap.
Everybody clap.
Man, he goes,
I hear the fucking beat.
Boom. Bop,
Classic.
Boom, boom, bop.
hey. And then they come out and they start to break and
Oh,
stuff.
you
Scratch.
looking for the perfect beat, people? Here's the perfect beat for ya.
Actually, that's what he did when he tried to get Kool Herc to show up at his
Yeah,
club.
yeah, club,
To
yeah.
get that thing, he was
Right.
putting on Bambaataa,
Right.
Sonic Force.
He
all
put
that
on
stuff.
four, and he put the AEIOU record.
Yeah, I.
You guys fuck around.
Shut up, freeze.
We're gonna call you out because we seen all this shit.
Dude, we're so old. We premiered all that shit.
Yeah,
dope.
we were on
That's
stage
dope.
when it actually came out.
It's bananas, man. Yo, we think of a lot of the people that are playing classics right now, man. That
Right.
we're like, yo,
Lot of
we
remix.
premiered that.
Yeah, yeah.
man.
Right.
We premiered that. Yeah. I don't
Right.
know.
I'm like, y'all look at this as classics.
No,
we look at it
you
as
guys
this-
were there for it. I'm talking
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
to the listeners.
No, of course, of course.
We're
Reviewers.
looking at it as if we were actually there when
when it happened.
first premiere.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Remember when Biggie threw that mic at the
Bro, I
at
don't
the
know.
DJ guy?
You want to go
Oh,
into? You want to
man.
go into a Biggie story?
Yeah, let's do one. We have one with Caesar. Let's have one.
All right, look, check this out. We're at the Orlando Convention Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, which is on iDrive
Still there. Expanded, but it's still
across.
Much
They
bigger now.
expanded like
Very
a motherfucker.
Much bigger now.
God bless them. We're at the Orlando Convention Center.
The
Now,
edited story, bro. Edited.
Shut the fuck up.
Cliff Notes version.
He's gonna be here for a half hour. He gets
And
a
so-
drink in, bro, and every story's like an hour and a half.
The only
Go
reason
ahead.
I'm upset because it's empty.
Rich, go ahead.
It's time,
All right,
it's time for water.
I need more ice.
For real.
You put
All
water.
right, so
more ice
check
in
this
there?
out.
Are you putting water in here?
Drink water.
No.
bro.
Fuck
Drink
water. I need ice.
Ice.
I need. What is this P1?
We got to take some pictures though. You may be able to
Rich.
stand up.
You can stand up.
Yo, these
Ice.
two.
Come
Yo,
on, come
these,
on. So pick the biggest store. Come on, convention center.
all right, there you
Convention
go.
center.
We're at the
Quick,
convention center with
quick,
Piggy.
quick.
Now, before Biggie got on, this is how old school it was. Madonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was doing cross music promotion, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Madonna came on. And then Biggie came on. It was crazy.
This before Juicy?
This is before.
No, this is right at
A
Juicy.
Juicy?
Right at
Okay.
Juicy.
What's your name?
Correct.
Correct, dude.
I love this
What's your name?
motherfucker.
Yeah,
This motherfucker is the bomb. He got me ice. I love him. All right, so Madonna performed, and Madonna did it was like her first year because it was real early. Biggie got on. So as we noticing, there's a DJ that
I wish I could remember his name, man. But
I know exactly who it was.
who was it?
Big Cap.
Oh, it's Cap.
So Big
Oh,
Cap.
rest in peace, Big Cap. Yeah.
You remember
Yeah,
Big
Of
Cap?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God, he's
He crossed
awesome.
him out in Miami too, and he
Exactly.
like a skip, kept on skipping.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Damn,
Oh,
Cap.
my shit.
Damn, Cap.
I love this guy. Anyways, Big Cap was DJ. Big Cap was putting on a record, and he was DJ before Biggie even got near to get on.
Okay.
But I noticed, and my brother and I, Ray noticed it before I did, that his left turntable was skipping.
Something wrong with the needle.
Right.
There was something wrong. And so,
The problem was the needle. See, so that means it's gonna skip any record that goes on.
no matter what goes on, it's
That was
going to
the problem.
skip on
Skip,
that
yeah.
side.
Now, Cap thought it was the record that was skipping. It wasn't. It was the needle that was had a problem.
Correct. And so we're like, and all of a sudden it shut down. Whatever, 10 minutes later or whatever, Biggie came on.
And Cap is DJing it live.
Right.
And he's rapping
there's
to
no-
And so my brother
There's
looks
no,
at
there's no
me.
8-track, there's no this live shit.
Right.
Correct. It wasn't
wasn't
all
pre-recorded.
pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So my brother looks at me and he goes, "Bro, if he puts the record on the left side,
It's gonna
it's gonna
skip
skip.
in the middle
And
of a show
Biggie's
live.
not gonna be very happy about this." So my brother called it right. He did it. It skipped Biggie and Junior Mafia.
Yeah, they were all there, man. Little C's was there.
Yeah, those C's, the whole Junior Mafia. And they were like, yo, DJ.
Yeah,
They
it,
didn't-
it skipped, right? Then it skipped again. It kept skipping. And then he
It
put it
kept
back to the
skipping.
right table. And then he kept going with the show. But this when Junior Mafia was like, dude,
Junior Mafia looked back.
they don't know what the problem is. They just said, don't let that shit skip again,
Live
motherfucker.
on the mic in front of everybody in Orlando. He goes, if that shit skips one more time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up. And then and he put it on the right side, and everybody was get money, get money.
And they're jamming out, right?
Yeah, everybody's
And my-
having a good time.
And I'm looking at Rich
Blah, blah,
like, as soon as he
And
goes back
then-
to that left, dude, it's gonna be a
He
step back.
He queued up the left side, and my brother he called it.
Step back, step back. There's gonna be
My
a problem.
brother goes, yo, he's queued up the left turn.
Move out the way.
Y'all motherfuckers better get out backstage.
Yeah.
Y'all better move out of the way. Shit's about to pop.
And he
And it's exactly, and he went from whatever the song was playing, a warning, I know was, who the fuck is this playing me? And then he went to get money, and then he went to the left turntable. Get money, and then Junior Mafia, Biggie, everybody was like, "What?"
and then the thing just started to skip.
The whole crowd, the whole arena It was like 30,000 people. We're like, what?
30,000 people.
Yeah, but and then, who the fuck is
You know the
this?
convention center.
It's the convention
Yeah,
center,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
We
okay.
know 30,000.
Maybe 10.
Whatever
maybe,
it was.
maybe 10.
Probably eight or
Yeah,
nine.
whatever. And right in the middle of that shit, it started skipping.
Yeah, that's the last time they big cap DJ for Biggie.
Yeah.
That was the last time.
What,
Big
what
Cap.
did he do? What did he do?
Junior Mafia, the lead.
Was it C's? I think
It was
C's.
C's. It was C's. C's turned around and said, "Yo!"
And threw.
Took his microphone and
Yeah, because he was the hype man.
he threw it as hard as he can at Big Cap.
Damn.
Hit him in the face, in the
Hit him in the
neck,
head, bro.
and Big Cap's hat.
Oh damn.
Yeah, this is the last time he DJ for them.
Yeah.
Yo,
think it was-
all the
after that was-
Junior Mafia guys started pouncing on him. Biggie was trying to stop him. Yo,
Yeah, because Big Cat's from Brooklyn, isn't he?
exactly.
Yeah, Big Cap from
So
Brooklyn.
Biggie was trying to stop him. Yo, leave Big Cap alone. And they warred on the stage
Damn.
in Orlando. In the
Yeah, that was bananas.
So it's crazy. You know what? Real quick though, we had another
Crazy.
big story on here when Biggie didn't show up to the Metro Skating Ring.
Yeah.
The first time, then he came the second time. You know,
Yeah,
Biggie's my favorite artist.
I
of all
heard
time.
about those.
Yeah,
I remember
that was
that.
with Caesar, Nasty, and
That was H Ringer.
yeah, Nate Ringer.
Ace ring.
it wasn't Biggie's fault.
No,
No, it
well,
wasn't Biggie.
it was.
It was the promoters.
We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know.
No, I tell you for sure, it was the promoter.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I ain't gonna name no names. I ain't gonna name no names. But for sure, it wasn't Biggie. It was the promoters.
Yeah, but you know, back then, man, things were slimy, dude. I mean, a promoter would. I don't even want to name this artist either because this artist is still relevant. But
Right.
this artist was booked for a show. He goes to the show, and let's say I'm gonna make up a number here because this is not true numbers. Let's just say I'm gonna pay you $10,000 to do or whatever it was, $10,000. You do the show, okay? So they paid him the 10. He does the so when he shows up, this club was like huge, and there was like almost 2,000 people in there, and everybody's paying, and then you know how it is, especially in the urban clubs. Yo, I want to skip the line. It's like $30 to get in. Here's $100. You skip the line,
Right,
and they come throwing that money out.
Right.
So the artist saw all this money changing hands, so he goes, "Look, man, I need another 10,000, man, or I'm not going on stage."
Wow.
And you're like,
Oh damn.
"What?" And bro, I was standing next to the promoter
Right.
when I heard the artist say that.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm like, yo, that's slimy, dude. That's shady, bro. What you
yeah.
doing, man? He goes, nah, man, they making plenty of money, man. I want some of that money too. And, you know, he ended up paying him the money.
Right.
Damn.
But if he didn't pay him the money, then you get one of those
Right,
things.
don't show up. Yeah. Oop.
Breaking shit.
Who's drinking here?
I know, right? Oh, sorry, Biggie.
That's
But
what
yeah.
happens. Talking about Biggie. Look at this.
Yeah. And so,
not
yeah,
going.
there's some real shady stuff going
Nah,
on,
it's
man.
true.
So you got to be careful, man, because sometimes you think it's the promoter's fault, but then they get
Right.
they get
They
stuck
get-
up
they
like
get
that.
shafted.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, they
and
get
it's
shafted.
crazy, man. The stories we got, dude, we could
Yeah.
be here like for a week, man. It's crazy. Stuff we seen.
True.
Bananas, bro. Bananas.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to always have a part two.
Yeah.
I'm always down for a
absolutely.
part
Yeah.
two.
We'll head down to you guys for that one.
Yeah. We're going to
Any,
Miami.
yeah. Any other questions? Anything else you guys got on your mind, man? About
Want
Orlando?
to do a drive real quick? That Miami to New York drive?
Yeah, we could do that one. Yeah.
So you drive from Miami to New York. You have an old CD 10 change in your trunk.
In your trunk.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
10
Which
CDs,
one?
you're going to put in that CD changer to do that ride out.
As soon as Rich is done with his mic,
Boy, I tell you real quick, I'll play the first thing on my list will be Luther Vandross.
The album? Okay.
After Luther Vandross will be Sade.
oh, that's very hip hop. Yeah.
After
No, no,
Sade.
no,
It doesn't have to be hip hop. Whatever you want it
I
to
don't
be.
give a
We,
fuck.
okay, so
It's your drive.
let's try hold up.
I'm telling
We're
you.
hip hop culture, but
We love all
is-
music.
everything
Well, I love
music.
Sade. That's a good
Okay?
choice.
So you
Luther-
drive could be mixtapes, R&B, jazz, whatever you prefer to listen to.
Luther Vandross, Sade.
Okay.
Then the third artist would be anything that Marley Marl produced.
Okay.
And then after that would be KRS-One, Rakim, Eminem, Big Pun. I already said KRS-One.
No, you take care of it now.
A lot of people sleep on Big Pun like
Yeah.
as top 5 lyricists.
No, Big Pun is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Sleep, man. Don't sleep.
And then after that would be just like hip hop, reggaeton. and R&B music because I love John B, Anita Baker, Whitney, Celine Dion. I mean,
Shit, you in Connecticut.
No,
already.
he's in Canada.
and I go way back. Earth, Wind, and
He's
Fire,
still going. He's still driving.
Heat Wave.
He's on his way to Russia.
Over the
I
Arctic.
love this guy. I love this
He's
guy.
gonna drive north and
Yeah,
just
just
keep
keep
over
going.
the Arctic and go on the other side.
Come
into
back
Russia.
in Miami. Go
Coño, man.
Everybody listen right now. Rich gave you that playlist. You owe me. All right. 1% of your royalties.
I would have Sade.
Okay.
I would do
Okay.
that. But I mean, No Ordinary Love album. But
Okay.
I would also have probably Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers, and probably The Chronic,
Okay.
Dr. Dre, and
Bullshit.
no man, the fuck.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
And
Keep going.
it's another album. I was just had it in my head, man.
So
I can't
you
think of it
you
right
wouldn't
now.
have one slow song. Okay.
Sade. I told you I started with Sade.
Hey, fuck you.
Sade's my favorite artist because when we would get hyped up all night, we would come home and have to decompress.
That's
Yeah,
what. That's
absolutely.
what.
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
where this you'd be surprised how many DJs listen to ballads.
Right.
Well, I don't listen to anything on the way home.
Yeah.
It's just dead silence in the car.
Smart.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
I don't
I
I
can't-
roll down the windows. I
I
do
want
the same
fresh air.
thing.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I do the
Yeah,
same
I don't
thing.
want to hear none of that.
I
bullshit.
do
man.
the same thing. I love this
I
guy.
don't wanna hear
You'd be
that.
surprised the
It's very
ballads I
awesome.
used to decompress off. Art of Noise, Moments in Love,
Okay.
stuff like that. I'm just
Right. Feeling sexy.
Oh, you're
just
such a
trying to.
He was,
su-
he
you're
was
such
feeling
a-
sexy. He was feeling sexy on the
you're
drive
a
home.
you're a pussy.
You were the one naming off all
Sade,
Luther
yeah.
Vandross. What the fuck?
He said it twice.
Never too much, never too
No.
much.
He was listening to House Is Not a Home.
Yeah, there you go.
And a house is not a home.
A chair is in a chair. So yeah, man. I mean,
Far apart.
Classic. Shout out to rest in
fun,
peace,
man.
Luther, man.
Yes.
yeah,
yes,
rest in
man.
peace.
Miss
Oh,
Luther.
man.
I miss Luther.
It was such a cool scene in Orlando, man. It was such a melting pot, you know, because you not only did you have, it was weird because you didn't have, in that stage of the game in the 90s, there wasn't like a big Midwest, and the West Coast was getting big,
Getting big, right?
Yeah.
but it wasn't really influencing a lot out here yet.
Right.
And so when we were coming up, it was mostly north, like New York-ish, because there was, Philly, and
Right. And then you had to Miami.
Freeway, Beanie Siegel. I mean, all kinds of different artists coming from the north, and then that was mixed in with the Caribbean sound,
Right.
where the Spanish reggaeton from Puerto Rico, rumba from Cuba. You had Jamaican and reggae music, dancehall, Jamaica.
Me so horny.
It was just a real cool collaboration of sounds
Yeah,
where
Luke
we
Skywalker.
would.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of touched on it too on that last thing about us. We would rock a party where we would play we would go from Shabba Ranks to Uncle Luke
Right.
to Nice and Wild
Yeah.
To Mob Deep.
to Mobb Deep to Bobby Brown,
Correct.
and then it was crazy. It was
Coro,
crazy.
Playing some Coro.
Coro, I mean,
He just had a freestyle concert on Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Stevie
Johnny
B,
O.
Johnny O,
Stevie B, Sting.
It was
Sting
crazy,
Up.
and then from there into Jungle Brothers.
Correct.
Girl, I house you.
Yeah.
You're in my. It was just a crazy vibe, crazy
mixed
time,
stuff, yeah.
where the same group of people could vibe off of all those different genres.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's gotten more specialized, where you go like it's only house,
Right.
and they play all the and then or it's only hip hop,
Right,
or it's
right.
only reggae.
Right.
It's not easy, we're more of an open format DJ, so we were
Right.
playing like everything, and it was
Yeah.
That were open
Right.
format DJs before open format was
Before
a
it was
thing.
popular,
It was
right.
popping.
it was really cool, the vibe, man, that we did. And I remember we did the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Mark Nijame,
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
lawyer extraordinaire, man, that was able to finagle a license to be able to stay open till 6 in the morning.
Yep.
And it was bananas.
BYOB.
Yeah, BYOB. And we would
Bring your own bottle.
do like a teen night from like 8:30 to 1:30.
Was that across the street from JJ Whispers?
Exactly.
Correct.
Okay, so that's the one that turned into Cyber Zone.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
It's you know what, and it's like a Chinese buffet
Yeah,
spot
right now.
now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I drove by not too long ago. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? So yeah, and we would do a teen night.
It would be a
from
regular club from
8
1
to
to
1.
8 to 1.
close down, clean up, and then from 2 till 6 in the morning it was after hours.
Correct.
All adults, and we were working both those. shifts.
Bring your own bottle.
So we were living like vampires for a couple of years on the weekend. We would
Correct.
never see the daylight. We
Right.
would work from night
To the morning.
to the morning.
Yeah.
And it was
Correct.
really cool, man. And it was really cool because everything in Central Florida shut down at 2 a.m.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
So-
3 first, then went to 2.
Dude, everybody was
Yes.
coming to that spot, bro.
Right, right.
Everybody. I mean, even the strip clubs were shutting down. You had strippers showing up there. It was bananas of things that went on. It was so much fun, man. It was great. And then on top of that, people were walking in with bottles, and they're already drunk from whatever they were at before.
Right.
Sounds like somebody we know.
Yeah. And then at like 4 in the morning, they would offer a breakfast buffet. It was the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
They would line up a buffet. So
Damn.
now you got these drunk people eating. What do you think was gonna happen?
Right.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
man.
I'm glad they don't do that shit no more.
But we had a great time, man. It was just so much fun.
All right, I got one question to ask you guys.
What's that?
Where's the bathroom?
So we'll wrap it up right
We're
now.
wrapping up right now.
So how can
Please,
anyone book you guys if they want to
please.
reach out to you?
Go to what?
BabaluEvents.com.
There you go.
can go
BabaluEvents.com.
Be on the lookout for BabaluRadio.com. The
True.
website's up.
Okay.
We're about to do that.
True.
We got a podcast coming up soon too. Also, we're gonna start it with the QOTD, but we're also gonna be doing a lot of interviews. QOTD,
Also-
question of the day.
Reach out
nice,
to
nice.
reach out to you guys.
Absolutely. Sign us up. We'll
Yeah.
be there.
Say it out.
Just let us know. We're there.
Say
in
it.
a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
I haven't heard it.
Heard
You know
what?
our podcast name.
Our podcast name? Respect the DJs?
Yes. What's your podcast name?
Respect the DJs podcast.
Bro, respect the
Respect
DJs, bro.
the DJs
Podcast.
podcast.
Absolutely.
Hit us up. Babalu,
He's in
twin
the
brother,
show. He
Land
doesn't even know
Lovers,
what
we're
he
here.
is. No,
I love these guys.
love.
These guys are
Listen,
respect.
for me, it was a blessing to have
Right,
both of
absolutely.
you here.
It's an honor.
It's an honor. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
the honor's all ours.
you gotta understand. You know, I come from Jersey. I came here in '93.
Brick City,
Basically, it was all that Miami music pop at one point.
Union
Yeah, so-
City.
We lived in
like
Union
that.
City for a little
Yeah.
while. Right on the other side of the tunnel.
Okay.
Dope.
That was fun.
Off of Palisade.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what's the name of that vodka?
New Jerusalem.
Tell me, what's
It's
the name
water.
of
Shout
that?
out to P1. P1.
P1.
P1.
Yeah.
Don't forget Brandon. I'm sorry, Branson. Sorry about Branson.
Branson. Right.
Branson, I
Leaf.
love you.
True Leaf.
True Leaf.
Because
Don't
you, I'm going to make these guys show me where the bathroom is because I got to go.
All right, so we would like to salute, Twice as Nice or Babalu Bad Boys.
Thank
Bad Boys
you.
for sharing, their stories on Respect the DJs podcast. Many thanks to you, our loyal listeners and viewers. And as always, we have another exciting episode coming up. Stay tuned. And until then, I've been your host, DJ Khaled, alongside DJ Junebug for Respect the DJs podcast. And we out.
We are out. Peace.
We're going to be back with more stories, I promise you. Stay right here. This podcast, #1.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Street Dreams Music Group. Play that. Play that. Play that.
DJ Grandmaster Flash, you are a true pioneer of hip-hop, and your contributions to the genre have forever changed the music industry. Your innovative techniques and groundbreaking style have inspired countless artists and DJs. Your influence can be heard in the music of today. You paved the way for DJs to become artists in their own right, and your use of turntables as instruments revolutionized the way music was made and performed. Your mastery of the art of DJing and your ability to manipulate vinyl with precision and creativity set the standard for all who followed in your footsteps. Your impact on the development of hip-hop cannot be overstated. You were a key figure in the birth of the genre, and your work with the Furious Five helped to define the sound and style of early hip-hop. Beyond your contributions to music, you have also been a mentor and role model for many aspiring artists. Your commitment to your community and your dedication to giving back through your music have made a lasting impact on those around you. Thank you for everything that you have given to the world of hip hop. DJ Grandmaster Flash, Respect the DJs podcast, salutes you.